I was washing my face. The scab came off. Like,
No. I'm telling you, you better have to come up with a better story of why you got a scar on your face, because that's gonna be a scar. That's gonna scar, dude.
We told him niggas tried to jump him. Four niggas, he had to whip their ass, and as they were running
that's what you gotta say.
the nigga scratched him in the eye.
Word. That's what you gotta say.
I'm gonna tell my kids, Drew was Lil Bill.
Yo, facts. Yo, you actually do look like him. Yo, hold on. That's really you, Drew. I mean, but you got hair.
You said Drew like who?
Nigga said Lil Bill. Yo, that's not true. That's not accurate.
No, that's not, nigga.
You got knocked the fuck out, man. Yeah, I'm in go mode. Go. Yeah, I'm in go.
Thank you, and welcome to an all new Kev. Why you looking like that? Why your eyes get big?
I ain't saying shit.
Your eyes said a lot though.
Uh-huh.
Your eyes said a lot. Welcome to a new
Kev
episode.
is like that every fucking episode.
I said, John, that was on point. Kev looked like big eyes. Whatever that means, I don't know.
That's a stretch. You know, I'm the AO police. That was on point, not that bad.
So, welcome.
God, I fucking hate you guys.
Welcome to a new episode of the Out of Shape Allstars, Season 2, Episode 42, overall 92. We got the whole crew here today. The starting five.
Oh boy.
It's in the building, man. The starting five is here.
Are
Thank
we gonna
you guys.
announce this or?
Thank you guys. What happened? No, they don't see any difference.
I guess we're gonna gloss over it. Yeah, the full cast is here. Everybody.
The full cast is in the building. We got Johnny Five in the building. Kevin's in the building. Drew is here. Our host, Eddie Horchata, is in the building. Mama call me Devin, so you can call me Devin. Like always, brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. DQ was released, but let's move on to
why you gotta be toxic?
I mean, he's just, hey, letting the fans know. All four of them.
All four of them that watch, if they question. Yeah. DQ retired his jersey, man. So we wish him the best, man. You know, he was a legend in this shit. And you know, he moving on to do other shit, man. So that's just what it is.
I thought when you retired, you moved to Miami. Ain't that where he at?
Probably. I know he in the Hall of Fame. He got his head and shit. You know how they do for the inductees and shit, all that good shit for Drew. I mean for DQ. That we hang his jersey is hung up right in my crib right now. Like it's right here on my wall. So shout out to the Hall of Famer, just DQ. But let's kick it off with the open run. Now, usually we kick it off with the other shit before we get into the good shit. Royal Rumble that just took place for my WWE.
Oh, I did not watch that. Damn, didn't we have a wrestling expert on this pod?
It took place on Saturday.
I like the Royal Rumble. Who won?
So, Brock won for the men, and your girl Ronda Rousey won
she's for back?
the yeah,
I thought Bad Bunny won or something like that.
Bad Bunny had a moment where he
caught an F5.
Yeah, he caught an F5 and shit.
He caught an F5, but he also did his own shit too. That like spinny shit. I don't even know what he
has a signature move.
Yeah, so it's basically like you go into power bomb position. Chill, John. You go into power bomb position, right? So he puts you in that, and then basically like obviously like you want me to do the skeptic is that the nigga that he puts in the power bomb position definitely
jumps up. Yeah, right.
Yeah, jumps up because Bad Bunny is not doing that to anybody. But they nailed it so well that the dude stood up. You can, I'll send you the clip, but you can put the clip in there.
Yeah, it was a good.
It's actually cool. The dude, he landed on his head and he like kind of like stood up like that. And Bad Bunny was all like trying to be mad tough, but it's like
that's funny.
Dude, and then he caught the F5.
Do they have even enough women for them to? How many women was in that?
That's fucking sexist as fuck, Drew. There's mad women in WWE.
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
This is not a bigoted podcast. We respect
women. Women can wrestle too. And bigoted is the wrong word. I think you're a
sexist bigot. Yeah, you're both.
How a sexist bigot? Did I say?
We can talk off air about it all day. We can talk off air about it all day. The point is that's wrong of you to say.
I did not. I honestly don't know watch wrestling that I honestly don't
What
watch.
I would say is the women definitely have better guest appearances in their Rumble than the men. The men didn't really
Actually, when in NXT, when NXT was popping off, most of the lady fucking matches was better than the men's. When NXT was first popping off.
So currently, WWE has 15 women on their roster. So
there we go. Like that. I was just asking the question.
So that's more than enough for them to host their own Royal Rumble, and then they get celebrities come in and shit like Ronda, and fucking next time they're gonna have Rihanna on there and her baby.
Well,
Ronda signed.
She's considered an actual female wrestler.
No, I was looking at their list, and she's not on a roster list.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming that this the WrestleMania was her coming back. You know,
I'm saying she wasn't an active member, but now she's back.
She's back on the roster. Yeah, obviously she gets a title shot now, right? That's how it works.
So that's what I'm saying. Including her, is that 16 women on the roster? And right, her winning now, she gets a title shot. Brock, I think that big black nigga is the champion in WWE.
Bobby Lashley beat Brock Lesnar for the title.
Oh, Bobby Lashley.
The help of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns helped Bobby Lashley win that title. Mm-hmm. But once I seen Brock lose that match, I was like, yeah, he's about to be in the Rumble. It's more obvious that he probably most likely was gonna win, but I knew he was gonna be in that Rumble and he was definitely gonna do some shit.
I heard Brock was replacing The Rock in Fast. I'm joking.
Nah, that's definitely not happening.
But that's definitely possible.
But speaking of Fast, quick thing, they are casting Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
To be the new
the villain. Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna turn out to be Dominic Toretto's other long lost brother that we didn't know anything about, and we'll see like a small little snippet. Man, fuck what everybody says about the Fast franchise. It's fucking awesome, dude. It's fucking awesome.
Fast.
It went off the rails in 6.
Where else can you see a hoopty go to space? Come on.
Yeah,
word that ass. Fly into space. Word. Fly into space from the ground.
And they have full control of it.
Right, exactly. They in space, no oxygen masks, or just rad with a leather coat on and shit. Got a leather coat on, rad in space.
Where else are you gonna find content like that? That is fire shit.
What they need now is either a parallel dimension or time travel.
Oh yeah, time travel would be sick.
Yo, they go go so fast.
Oh my lord, Ed, what's wrong with you? If they go to the multiverse, Ed, they could bring back
Paul Walker's
brother, and he'll be like the new guy they entered the multiverse.
No, it's the Paul Walker variant. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll be his brother, his real life brother.
Right, exactly.
TVA is not gonna be too happy about that.
Yeah, it's a different version of shit. Don Toretto gonna go so fast that he goes into time travel and shit. So
it's like
he comes out the whip, he comes out the Stang with McFly's on. I'm telling you, so we should write the next Fast movie.
Plot twist, they never make it past
this podcast. I think we should just go right for Fast.
Plot twist, they never make it past the first one. Their cars get clipped by the train.
But this is how they write Fast movies. This is basically how it happens.
Yeah, exactly.
They just throw out a bunch of bullshit and they're like, yes, add that. Yes, add that. But congratulations to Ronda. Congratulations to Brock. I don't watch WWE.
I'll watch WrestleMania. I'll watch it.
I watch WrestleMania season. So from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, that's when I'm like more
because it's on the road to WrestleMania, right?
Right.
What I'm saying is the main pay-per-views I watch is Survivor Series, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and SummerSlam. Everything else I don't really care about.
All right. Well, it's good that
and that's like the main 4.
We finally have a WWE Wrestling Entertainment Analyst. I think we used to have one of those, but we don't anymore. So thanks, John, for taking one for the team.
Right, John. Also, moving on. Congratulations to Rafael Nadal. He won the Australian Open.
But if Djokovic was there, I don't think he would have.
Now, again, speaking of that,
they met my man Jokey up in here.
So they've been talking about analysts saying that we should look at this Open win with an asterisk, being that there was no Federer, there was no Djokovic.
Yeah,
so the other goats that were possibly looked at as better than him would he been able to pull off a win if they were there? So because the three GOATs, because they are considered the top three, because he didn't compete against the top tier guys, it's like, is it really a win? That's how they looking at it. Like, do you give him? Is this a real win? Because the niggas that we expect to give him competition wasn't there.
Yeah.
And
but I mean, it's a real win. No,
yeah, whatever, bro. It's a win.
You got face.
Wait. But if you go to the betting apps now that is legal in New York, the Doll was the underdog.
Okay.
With the betting odds, so that means they didn't expect him to win. So therefore,
yeah, I get that. I get that job. But when you think of the common, the person,
play the best to be the best. I mean, you got to beat the best to be the best, or whatever.
And again,
understandable.
And I'm saying to the casual fan, the three names that stick out in men's tennis is
the three GOATs:
Nadal, Federer, and Djokovic. So although he might have not been the winner on the betting scene, but most people that just know all the Australian Open coming up, one of these three niggas gonna win. Ain't nobody counting on them other niggas. So it's like if they ain't there, Djokovic, Federer, we automatically assume Nadal's gonna be the face of the name. Like, because they wasn't there, people are saying put an asterisk next to this, but he did play against some young talent and he pulled out the win. So how you gonna put an asterisk? Ain't like the nigga was doing steroids or juicing or some shit.
I said it like last time we brought this up. Last time we talked about tennis. I'll say it again. Tennis is so fucking boring. Who cares? Like I just don't understand.
No,
like,
one of the matches.
The men's are boring. The women tennis is fine.
Fine. And again, now that Serena's gone and Naomi doesn't really care to play, or take it as serious. Not take it as serious, but
you don't get the grunt in men's that you get in women.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, who was the comedian that said that's all he do is listen to women's tennis and by himself with some lotion?
Wow, buddy.
Yeah, don't you like tennis?
I love Serena. I mean, otherwise, maybe I'll turn it on if Naomi makes
it. But one of the matches though, I saw
Naomi for the people. So
Nadal matches.
Black History Month, everybody.
Oh yeah, Black History Month.
Oh yeah,
I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. But yeah, one of the matches Nadal had, the guy he was going against, he was pissed. He was telling the line judge, "You're corrupt. You're corrupt. You're corrupt." Like he broke his tennis racket and all the shit, because they kept giving Nadal breaks.
Oh no, sir.
Yeah, because he's the GOAT or whatever.
So he was like, and this when the dude was cooking him. So he was like, "Yo, y'all cheating for him. Y'all giving him breaks. Y'all keep letting him take
that makes
breaks."
sense.
And Nadal beat him, and then Brody broke his racket. Didn't want to shake Nadal's hand. And shit. So he was pissed.
Yeah, I mean, that's GOAT shit though. You got to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. When you the top dog, you get those.
When you're one of the three top dogs,
right?
You got it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. You get those favors. Now, before we so congratulations to Nadal. Before we get into the NBA, other shit going on in sports. Ed, you speaking off
and then we can do this to transition right into the MLB, but it came out. I just want to get the dates right. I'm sorry, I was not ready. I apologize. So there were two big purchases in the gaming world.
Okay.
Just pulling it up. Give me 1 second. Xbox was the one that started it, or so Microsoft, I should say.
Microsoft
acquired Activision. Activision, mostly known for their Call of Duty games. Obviously, Call of Duty is the big brand of it all, but I'll mention the other Activision.
Activision got Mortal Kombat?
No, I believe that's a.
No, that's something else. It's something else. It's not.
Yeah, so I'll pull up their full list in a second.
It's like Reality or some shit. They got more.
I got a Mortal Kombat over here.
I apologize.
It's not Activision though.
Yes. So Microsoft purchased Activision, which stunned the gaming community. So technically, Activision owns Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, so some throwbacks. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, they released. Apparently, no other ones. Destiny 2 looks like they had a part in. Other big
Pro
games.
Skater-
Skylanders was a big
Pro
game.
Skater 2 was the best Tony Hawk.
Yeah,
I
so
don't know,
actually
bro.
they own all the
This
Tony
just says
Hawks.
Warner Brother Games, bro.
Yeah, it's Warner Brother. Yeah, Mortal Kombat's Warner Brother. That's why I said it's WB. I think I said that.
Yeah.
They also own the Spider-Man games. So Sony saying with that acquisition that they will not make those games exclusive. So Call of Duty fans, you will still be able to cross-gen play, cross-platform play with all your other friends. And then what seems like it was
But they need to put Spider-Man on fucking Xbox because I don't want to buy a PlayStation to get it.
Yeah, I would imagine, but I'm saying it's not going to be exclusive, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So like this does not make and Sony, I think, still technically owns the rights to Spider-Man. Obviously, we know that because of
the movies and shit.
The movies and all that. So there's got to be some kind of agreement, which I think that they'll reach an agreement, some way, shape, or form. And then again, some people are saying this is not a clapback
to PlayStation. Can Halo come to PlayStation?
Okay, so that's next. So the clapback is that Sony purchased Bungie Studios, which did the original Halo series, also known for Destiny, also known for, hold on, I know there's another big one I'm missing.
Halo about to come out with a show. I saw.
Yeah, that's gonna be out on Hulu next week. Bungie.
I'm not gonna watch it, but I just saw it.
That might be rocking. Halo gonna come out with a show. I'm gonna
I ain't played a Halo game since fucking first Xbox.
I'm playing the new one. It's pretty great. I like it. I'm having a good time. It reminds me of a kid and when life was a little bit more simpler. And I played Halo instead of doing my homework, and now I play Halo instead of read my company emails. So nothing's changed. Halo and Destiny are the two big ones. There's a couple other like indie games here and there, like little guys. Game called Marathon. Game called Oni that came out in 2001. But that's the big. And so Sony says that they are not, that they did not do this purchase to get back at Microsoft, if you will.
So
but the only thing that does scare gamers outside of the fact that Microsoft is buying another company is that Microsoft has not had a good history of purchasing things. Obviously, when they purchased EA Games, it was a really, really bad turnout. More so, I think I'm specifically talking about the Star Wars Battlefront games that they were supposed to like make really good. They were fucking terrible.
I played it for a little bit and it was bad.
Yeah. We've noticed that, like, obviously, like games like Madden and MVP Baseball have fallen off. Well, MVP Baseball is dead now, but Madden has fallen off. There is no more EA
Madden
NBA,
is
right?
Also
no.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So and
NBA
obviously,
Live has been dead forever.
Right. Microsoft has not had good history acquiring other companies and doing well with them. So we'll see. Obviously, with now Sony clapping back, if you will, and scooping up Activision, that there is some level of competition, and they'll put the right people in charge of all that. But we shall see. And speaking of gaming, and this will kind of segue us into the MLB. Shohei Ohtani, face of baseball, is now on the cover of this year's MLB The Show. Shohei Ohtani. So, and then while we're there, other baseball news. I had like one other thing. If anybody has anything, you can please go right ahead and jump ahead of me.
Any other shit in sports? Any other shit before we get to the NBA and NFL? Any other things?
No,
nearly 2 months
will
into
be
the
starting
lockout.
this weekend. I mean,
What happened?
if the Olympics will be starting this weekend, if I see something that's like super interesting or whatever, like we'll keep you guys updated. Otherwise, write in the comments what you want us to report on from the Olympics. I will answer that promptly.
Yeah, thanks, Kev, because no one else will.
Got it.
I mean, am I wrong? Unless something crazy awesome happens and it's on like the top 10, ain't nobody gonna watch that except for Kevin.
Some of the downhill skiing, like I like watching because some of them when they wipe out.
My favorite is the shit that they do with the it's like quick skis, right? And then you fucking take it down and you pull out a fucking rifle and you gotta fucking shoot down fucking targets and fucking bounce again. Oh, that's just fire. That's just fire. I also don't mind curling. I think that's pretty I don't get how it works, but it's pretty fire. Yeah, just some dudes just
That's the one that they be like grunting and shit too. I'm like, yo,
yeah. It's pretty fire. I appreciate curling. But yeah, any other obscure? I believe Ngannou wants to fight Logan, or we did that last week, kind of, no? Or no? No, Ngannou wants, or Jake Paul wants to fight Ngannou, and then Jake Paul released a diss track about Dana White. I did not hear the diss track yet.
I didn't hear it either.
But I heard it was fire. And I think that if they do make this fight happen, it will be Jake Paul's last boxing fight, because he will get fucking murdered in that ring for sure. But then it's over, and I think it's a good play if they do end up doing this, and whenever the hell they do it. And obviously,
if they actually do it, if they actually do it, it will be his last fight intentionally.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
And the bag gonna be so fucking big.
So big.
That's gonna be like, bye-bye.
And Dana will be, or Ngannou will be back in Dana's good graces, because he fought for his honor in a sense. Whatever. He comes back to the UFC, knocks out Jake Paul, and takes care of the little problem for him.
Y'all see Logan got robbed by a monkey.
Yeah.
And it's funny that the other monkey jumped like he was about.
Yeah, it was gonna whoop his ass. Yeah.
Yeah, he got so. Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
I would have.
Fuck my backpack.
Word. He stole his camera and shit.
The monkey's just strong as hell, man.
Word.
I can literally rip your face off just by like going like this, like peeling off the fucking sticker. You know how crazy that is? Nah, man.
I don't want no parts of that. But anything, what you say in the MLB? Anything else?
No, I mean, that's all. There's, again, nearly 2 months into the MLB lockout. So we're still not. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. But again, I've been saying this shit from the beginning. It's like anytime like a sport is dying and needs attention, they will announce a lockout. If there was a real lockout, technically the MLB Players Association has to sign off on their names and licensing, and so does the MLB. So the game shouldn't be coming out if there's a lockout, because there's no agreement.
Listen, ain't no lockout, because I got tickets to a game already.
Ain't no lockout. Ain't no lockout. Relax. And why would you?
They said a delay is inevitable.
Yeah.
So the delay is fine. Delay is fine. Only, honestly, here's the deal. I hope that this delay forces baseball to maybe only play 100 games. Like, I'm cool. Like, I do love the game of baseball, but it's like, bruh, like, we do not need to be playing, especially like the northern teams. Like,
what really
fucking
is it? 100
April.
182
games, right?
Yeah. All I'm asking to do is cut 62 games. I'm not asking for much. At least, at the very minimum. 2 months of fucking baseball gone. That's it.
Sorry,
I start in June when it's warm. Let's start when it's warm outside. Everybody fucking sucks in the beginning. Then these teams look fucking hot, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, look out for the Mets!" And then fucking we get to fucking summertime, and everybody's like, "Okay, yeah, we're done. Like, we actually do want to play outside now. We don't want to play outside when it's cold and 40 degrees and raining and fucking snowing now too at this point." So yeah, fucking start baseball in June and continue to start baseball in June. I'm talking about 100 games. That's it. 100 games. Move the All-Star break to fucking
When's the last time you seen snow in September and October?
Listen, man, I'm just saying.
What the fuck?
For my point. Just fucking go with it, dude. Why you gotta fucking question me? I meant in like April, but
April's trash.
April's the worst fucking month.
I knew what Ed meant. He was talking about April, like the start.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, start the baseball season when it's nice and warm out.
Yeah, April's a trash month, and I'm
in the beginning of April. It do be brick. It do be brick in the beginning of April.
Facts.
Especially for us New Yorkers, it be brick out here.
And the players, like, they're not swinging the bat well. The fucking pitchers get all cramped up, and you can run the risk on injury. You don't have to pay them as much if you don't want to anymore. You don't have to sign these big ass contracts anymore.
They get paid hundreds of $millions. Man up and fucking swing.
Yeah, and you know what they say? I get paid hundreds of $millions. Suck my dick. I'll play when I want to play.
And that's why
that's
they feel they way about these contracts. That's my point. Yeah. Shit, give me $1 million. I'll play in -10-degree blizzard weather. I'll be out there. Fucking talking about.
Yeah, until you lead the league in strikeouts, and then you're like, yo, I think I deserve a lot more than.
I'll be out there with a tight ass jersey, short sleeves, nothing under, and I'll be out there.
Hey, yo.
Blizzard weather.
So John gonna be out
I'm
there
not
with
doing
jersey, just a jersey, no bottoms on.
Yeah, no thermals. If I'm getting
Nice.
paid, I'm out there.
John, I've seen you in the cold, John. You do not handle the cold well.
I've handled the cold,
You
bro.
lying to
Listen,
yourself.
I've worked outside in cold weather. I wasn't getting this much money as these baseball players.
All right, moving on to the NBA, man. All-Star starters were announced. We've been having people a little upset, man. We have people upset. So for the starters, you got Team LeBron versus Team KD. On Team LeBron, you got Steph at the point. You got the Joker. You got Ja, and you got Wiggins from Golden State.
These are not like the official teams. They're still gonna do the pick. No.
That's
this is not. Those are the West and that's the East All-Stars.
No,
they have to do a draft. No,
they're still gonna do a draft. Yeah, just like Eddie said.
I'm talking about the starters or the vote leaders, right? So
okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
vote leaders.
It's still gonna be technically it'll be KD's team and it'll be LeBron's.
Right, it's KD's team versus LeBron's team. So the vote leaders and the alleged starters for each team, that was Team LeBron's. For KD, you got Giannis, you got DeMar DeRozan, you got Joel Embiid, and you got Trae Young. Now, these are the alleged starters. Now, there's been some upset because the two teams leading the West and the East, you got the Heat in the East and the Suns in the West, and none of their players were voted as all-star starters.
But you do know why though? Because the fans is voting the starters. That's
fans get like a higher percentage of the starter vote, and also KD won't be able to play this year.
Right.
Because he was replaced by Jimmy Butler.
Right.
Jimmy.
All right. Well, so this argument is kind of moot. But yeah, that's the point. It's like, yeah, you could feel slated, but it's like, unfortunately,
he has a sprained MCL. So I think something in his knee is sprained. A ligament in his knee is sprained.
Yeah,
well, that's why they getting cooked right now.
But the point is that as good as the Suns and the Heat are being in they're not at those positions. Like as much as I love Devin Booker, like. They're not going to start
voted by
him. He's not going to get voted over Kawhi. He's not going to get voted. You know what I mean? It's a popularity contest.
This is a popularity, and it's the so-called stars is going to get the shine, regardless if you're a star on a bum ass team. You might start or might get high votes in the All-Star game. Your team could be good, but you could be a boring ass team, and nobody's going to vote for you. And Miami is a fucking boring team. I can't say much about the Suns. But Miami's a boring team. Nobody wants to see they players start in the All-Star game. I'm sorry. I fuck with Buckets. That's my guy. But ain't nobody. Buckets barely even fucking scores. He a defensive bulldog, but he ain't.
My man Tyler Hero gonna be on that reserve though.
So now they've been talking about the reserves. Who do you think should be on the reserve? This one CP3. This one Devin Booker. They should make the reserves.
They should make the list.
I think in the East, I'm more concerned about my guy LaMelo making it. I definitely think he should be in the All-Star reserves.
He'll be in the Rising Stars, no?
He's also in the Rising Stars as well.
Yeah,
he's not going to be a Rising Star and in the All-Star.
First 2 years.
Luka did it. Luka did it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
that. In the second year.
Yeah, but quick thing. Also,
2 years, first 2 years. This is second year.
Well, I know people was mad about the starters. Also, another thing with the starters thing. The way that they do it now is 3 front court players and 2 starters. I know a lot of people in the West was upset that Wiggins got the starting job.
Yeah.
At the forward position, but that's how they do it. They do 3 front court players
and 2 backcourt,
2 guards. So I know a lot of people feel like Devin Booker should been a starter.
I agree,
but he's not going to be a starter over Ja and Steph.
Yes.
So that's why a lot of people.
The Suns is already the way that I felt they looked at it. The Suns is already a good team. They're having an amazing year, but Ja Morant's team compared to the Suns was not expected to be this good, and they're this good.
And Ja is having a standout year.
Yeah, and Ja is more like.
Where Ja is in the MVP conversation right now, where like Steph, them, although they've been having slumps, but
Steph's spot is basically locked
right. It's solidified.
Yeah, of course.
Right, exactly.
Steph is solidified.
So therefore, you have one guard spot that everyone in the West is fighting for. That one guard spot.
And again, Ja is definitely deserving of it this season. How good he's been playing. So that's like, I get it for Suns fans. Yes, Suns are playing incredible. They are one of the favorites to take it. But in regards to this All-Star game, it don't mean shit. All-Star game is for the fans. It's for the excitement. Yeah. It's I'm pretty sure CP3 and Devin Booker will both be on the reserves team. But I also saw that Melo is making a campaign for him, but also Miles Bridges is making a campaign. Should he be a part of the All-Star reserves? I think that's his name, Bridges from the Hornets.
Yeah, Miles is the Hornets. Mikal is the Suns. Mikal.
Yeah, I always get them mixed up and shit.
I'm not gonna lie. If their team had a better record, there would be a better shot of getting two people from that one team.
Yeah.
But because I'll say just LaMelo because of their record, just like John said.
Yeah, but he should have been in at least the dunk contest though.
He's not.
He's not in it. It's and Gary Payton Jr. Why he ain't in the dunk contest?
Maybe he didn't want to do it. That's how I look at it. When people don't do it, I think they didn't want to do it because I'm pretty sure the league asks you if you want to do it.
Because the dunk contest right now is Jalen Green, Cole Anthony, Obi, and TSA. Toscano Anderson from Golden State.
Toscano Anderson
from
the Warriors.
Yeah, right, from the Warriors.
I want to throw Peyton over him at least because he don't even catch a dunk like that. It'd be Peyton that catches the dunk. But I'm pretty sure. I don't know, when I see certain names on the card, I assume that the league asked them and they turned it down.
Yeah, because I would think it would be like Anthony Edwards, Jalen be Bowman, Jalen Green be Bowman, Cole Anthony. I know he got ups, but I don't really remember seeing a lot of highlights of Cole Anthony from the Magics. Really Bowman. I know he got ups, but I don't really see him I really don't recall seeing many highlights of him just booming on niggas. I could be wrong, but he's one of the.
It should be an interesting, dunk contest.
Yeah.
So who's gonna win? Obi, right?
It's a 3-point shootout is where it's at right now.
To me, Obi.
When's the All-Star break?
To be honest,
Valentine's Day weekend.
Oh, really? So competing with the Super Bowl?
No, it's the week after.
You said Valentine's Day weekend.
No, actually, Super Bowl is on Valentine's Day weekend.
Oh, is it?
But the All-Star game is the week after.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. I was like, ain't nobody watching that shit. It's like, the fuck? I was like, everybody watches Skills Channel. Ain't nobody watching nothing else.
Sunday, the 13th is the Super Bowl. It's the following week. But Obi,
it's the following
big niggas like Obi don't win that shit. I'm sorry. They ain't, and it's not exciting watching big niggas dunk. I'm not a fan of.
It's not his fault he's lanky.
It's not his fault. He's better than everybody. We have seen big niggas dunk win the dunk contest.
But again, we've seen it, but it don't appeal as much as limber nigga getting up there when you big brolic niggas, it looks weird. It looks like you supposed to do this. So
yeah. Cool.
When you do trick. When you do a simple thing, you're supposed to do that. But when you add tricks into that shit, it's hard.
You big as hell, you strong as fuck. It's like, bro,
it's like, yo, just because you 6'8", you made that look easy.
Yeah, right.
Let me see a 5'10" nigga do that.
Exactly.
So he basically, you basically trying to say is that people at home want to be like, I think I could do that.
We need more Nate Robinsons out here.
It's wishful thinking. Even if they
Carters.
Again, you got niggas like Cole Anthony 6'1" compared to Obi. They look small. So it looked like they got bungee and they little as hell, little bony niggas. So they up there dunking hard and shit. Jalen Green be jumping everywhere. He bony as fuck and dunking with one arm. It looks better. Obi big, stronger, doing a through the leg.
It's not his fault. He don't need to jump up that high.
Me jump hard. Me, Obi. All right, dog. Looking at us. Get out of here, man.
That's the dude from Eddie? Ivan McBasket.
Right, exactly. Nobody wants to see that shit. But for New York, I guess, I hope.
Obi go win because he got New York backing him.
But speaking of New York, man, Julius Randle is in the hot seat when it comes to New York media and fans. People are saying that Julius Randle is not built for New York. He has a temper. And again, for him being in New York, being on the spotlight, the moment gets far too big for him. He's not fit to lead a team like the Knicks. Now, when Julius hit his stuff, he goes on his rants, he speaks his piece. And so it's like, his skin is too thin to be in New York. And that's why New York basketball or New York Knicks can't have a successful season or be a successful team with Julius Randle being a leader. Drew, is this facts or cap? Is Julius Randle too thin or too weak to be the leader of the New York Knicks?
Is this the same Julius Randle that, because basically the media and the fans are saying he's too thin skinned to be part. It ain't like regular, ain't like real officials saying that shit. Like the fans get in their way. This is New York fans. This is New York fans at the end. This is New York fandom, bro. Like they get in their way. But it's again, the same nigga that was lining up last year.
Yeah, but a part of the critique of Julius is in New York. You're in New York. There's big moments that the Knicks be in, and Julius falls under that pressure. And not only is it pressure moments for basketball, but to be in New York, it's even bigger moments where the legends will make their mark. Where Julius tend to fall back and don't really set himself apart to be, I'm New York Knicks, I'm New York basketball, like they will hope he would do.
And I think the problem with that is that it's like winning is the best deodorant, right? So cliche sports guy, winning is the best deodorant. Obviously, like when the Knicks went from the lowest expectations that they probably ever had going into a season, and then becoming a 4 seed, making it into the playoffs, obviously devastating loss to Atlanta. But from what we can see, and it's like we're starting to see Obi come into his own. We're starting to see RJ come into his own. Like these guys are still young. Julius is kind of by himself. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's the same shit we were watching with Melo. And it's like, of course, like when Melo's cooking, when he was with the Knicks, everybody loved him. And when they won that 50 games, everybody loved them. But then the second shit started going down, they were like, yo, Melo's done. And of course, after a while, it's not that you have too thin skin. It's that like after a while, like that chatters like, and again, New York, the big markets, New York, California, Texas, more so like Dallas, right?
Chicago.
But like, Chicago, like all these big markets is like when they love you, they love you. But the second you stop doing something or you don't look good or you're not right in the head, and it's like, or like you just realize that like, oh, I have to put in all the fucking work to like get our team to the top. It's like he's not a superstar by any means. He's a player on the rise for sure, but he's not a clutch KD type player. He's not LeBron. Like, you know what I mean? He's not Steph. But it's like New York is so quick to give that title to someone and then immediately just fucking it's fucking what's her name? Charlie Brown's bitch. Oh, fucking dumb bitch, fucking Lucy, fucking pulling the football. With the football. It's like, and these dumbasses keep coming in here thinking like, I'm the shit. Like New York fucking loves me. Son, we gave Jeremy Lin 3 weeks of like, yo, this is the next fucking Kobe. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, and we're prisoners of the moment. It's because we want to win so bad. And especially in New York, it's a little tougher because it's been so long since we had a championship.
Right.
And again, that's why, like, John, you're going through right now with Daniel Jones, and it's hard to give up on the player. Obviously, the Jets, I've been dealing with it my whole fucking life. The Yankees, it's like, the fuck, what happened to the dynastic runs that we used to have? You know what I mean? Yeah. Mets fans, I mean, don't even get me started, but it's like they've countless like all-star pitcher after all-star pitcher after all-star pitcher. You give them nicknames: Thor, the Dark Knight, fucking you know, what are all these other fucking nicknames? And it's like, oh no, he fucking sucks. Get him the fuck out of here. It's like, yeah, man, like the city loves you, but it'll chew you up and spit you out regardless. I don't care who you are. And again, I think that's part of the reason why KD made his decision too. It's like, you ain't gonna get that much play in Brooklyn. Like, as much as, like, you know, whatever. And Drew, please do not argue with this. There are no fucking real fans.
It ain't the same. Yeah, it's not the
fake
same.
fans. It's not the same. You know what I mean? The Brooklyn Nets could win a fucking can lose in a game 7 in the championship, and the Knicks' first round elimination will still be worse in New York. You know what I mean? Like, and KD will get zero scrutiny from New Yorkers.
Right.
Julius Randle's going to get all the scrutiny, and that's the problem. So I don't think he has thin skin. I don't think he can't be a leader. I just think the boy needs help. You know what I mean? Like, he needs a Robin. You know what I mean? Like, and again, we got guys that are on the run to do that, and eventually we'll be that.
Play in New York, bro.
What I'm gonna say is, obviously, I'm a fan of Julius Randle. My team, you know, Lakers drafted Julius. Been a fan of his, but that's one of the tough spots of New York sports in general. You know, it's really tough. And, you know, certain sports has like these teams in certain sports, baseball, football, even with the team, you know, being mediocre or bad, stars still come, like the Yankees still, because they're a franchise, so players they still come to play it because it's something to play for the Yankees.
Right.
So the Knicks, the Gardeners, as legendary as it is, and like Ed alluded to, that's why KD chose not to come to New York. This franchise, like, not to show the Knicks, has just been bad.
And again, a lot of that comes down on James Dolan, who's now taking a step back a little bit, but still.
You know, for these past 20 years, it's just been like, in the 90s, there was a competitive team, but for the past 20 years, overall, the Knicks has always been a bad team. And it's always been, Melo wanted to come here. They got Amari to come here. But other than that, no big-time stars came to New York. No one signed with the Knicks. Mm-hmm. Randle was a solid player on the rise. Came, he chose to come to New York after the Lakers didn't want him. They let him go. He did 1 year with the Pelicans. Had a solid season. New York offered him a deal. He came to play for New York. Obviously, the first season, the Knicks had a bad season, and a lot of people was complaining about Randle and his play style. Year 2, they get the coach. Randle has a much better season in season 2. It quiets down all the people that was like, but now after that, Randle gets paid. He gets paid, and the Knicks aren't producing as a whole. So obviously he's not doing his part, but the team as a whole is not performing. And now that he got that contract and just being this tough city, the media in this city is just tougher on certain, like, on their players more than certain cities. Certain cities just, that's how it goes. So now it's just,
bro, you gotta be a killer to play in New York, period. Right?
That's facts. You gotta channel like
that it really shows.
But the point is that the team blew out their expectations. So technically that team was not ready to go to a playoff and do a playoff run. Yeah. And it's basically the same team.
They exceeded,
and again, because we're prisoners of the moment. And again, like John, you alluded to it. It's like you got all these fucking bozos because he got fucking paid. It's like, hey, Mike, first time in a long time. It's like, this Julius Randle, I don't understand. Like, he was going on, and we almost won a playoff series. And now this guy, now that he gets paid, he doesn't want to play anymore. And it's like, that's fucking bullshit. It's like, just because somebody else just got a shitload of money, they got the bag for doing what they did, producing for the year before. You don't get paid for what you're going to do going forward. You get paid for the work that you put in. You know what I mean? Once of course you can pump the brake a little bit, but the fact that all these fucking nerds, all these fucking non-athletic fucking losers shit on these guys once they get paid. Well, that's why I don't watch the NBA. That's why I don't watch the MLB. Because once these guys get fucking to the big leagues and they get paid, that's why I watch college. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You would have no idea what you would do with that money. But again, it's because they're jealous. It's because it's New York.
Right.
They expect that. And Kev, like you saying, you got to be a killer to be in New York. I agree with you, but you have to understand something. He is not a killer.
No, he's not.
He's just not. and I don't think he ever was. So
I watched him make too many clutch free throws.
Right.
Like, yeah, but again, the fact that we have this expectation of him to overperform what he already overperformed.
He already overperformed.
And then the crazy thing,
what are you saying, Ed? He shot his load already?
I'm not saying he shot his load, but we watched him collapse. Fucking Tibbs was playing this guy 46 minutes a game every fucking day. You could see he was gassed during that playoff series. I'm not saying he's injured. But I'm sure there's parts of him that's like, I ain't doing that to myself again, especially while this team is, again, not meshing the way we did last year.
And New York City is the only place where your team will boo you.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
they
your only place where your fans will boo the fuck out of you. Like,
well, no, Philly is that way. Philly will boo them.
Oh yeah, Philly don't play.
Facts. John, that first game last year, Yankee game, we saw Clint Frazier drop that open pop fly.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, boo! And he hurt us. We was right there, bro.
Right.
I'm at the foul pole, like, boo! You
again, like Ed said last season. Knicks overachieved. Nobody expected them to do that, and then they almost pulled off a series. So because of that, everybody is looking at it like now this season, since they did that, they should be fucking the top of the East. But they did overachieve, and we missing that point that they overachieved last season. So, and now with the teams they got, Fournier is really don't play no fucking defense, and he's on and off. Like I know we was happy.
Kemba too.
Kemba as well. Like these niggas really not consistent out there, and it seems like in these pressure moments, Julius Randle needs like an OG that can take some of that weight off him and be like, bro, if I'm gonna make the play, but if you get open, if I see you open, I'll throw it to you. Whether Julius Randle being in control of the ball and trying to make a play or score himself, he needs like, and it's not really many of those OGs or veteran players that young players on the rise can like really depend on.
Let's talk about that again. Like the last superstar we had was Melo, that 50-game season. Again, it's basically the same scenario that the Knicks went through this past year. It's like, you know how many old fucks was on that team? Fucking Marcus Camby, fucking Jason Kidd, fucking Sheed. Like all these old dudes were fucking being what you just said, being that vet, be like, oh yeah, like I'm taking this shot, Melo. You don't got to do it all by yourself.
Right.
And J. Kidd was a big part of it. You know what I mean? And then he fucking left to go fucking coach the goddamn Nets. But hey, who's complaining? How'd that work out for you, Jay?
Look, Julius, hold your head up, man. This New York is tough, man. Especially in the Garden, is super tough. But it is what it is. But speaking of other big men, we spoke about Philly and Philly fans booing you. Philly fans ain't booing fucking Embiid right now. He's he's having an MVP season. And so like every time we start to when everybody started to, players started to play good, we started comparing them to shit. And they are now saying
Embiid too, Shaq.
Embiid is the second coming of Shaquille O'Neal. Facts or cap, John, is Embiid the second coming of Shaquille O'Neal? Are we going to see a run like Shaq had from Joel Embiid? John, facts or cap?
Listen, great player, love Embiid. To me,
no bias, John, no bias.
To me, I think Embiid, I know a lot of people love the Joker. To me, I think Embiid is the best center in the NBA.
Okay.
Some people say Joker, but to me, that's the top two.
Right.
But that's definitely Cat. Holy shit, that's Cat. What?
Not that. Nah.
He ain't there
nobody
yet.
Gonna be like Shaq, bro.
Yeah. Again, to me, Shaq was the most dominant player to ever play the game of basketball. Although there were great bigs in the NBA while Shaq was there. When Shaq was on the court, you knew that he was gonna give you hell. Although Embiid is playing great, John brought up Joker. On any given day, it could be Joker number one, Embiid number one. Right now, I'm in agreement with John. I think Embiid is the best right now. If he, barring that he's healthy, because he still have the injury bug that he be dealing with and shit. He's been good this season, but You never know when Embiid. He slip on a fucking teardrop and he be out for the whole season. But
slip on a teardrop
and be fucking torn ACL. But he is the best big right now. But comparable to Shaq and what Shaq was able to do and how dominant Shaq was, it's not even close. It's not.
Which is also not fair to Embiid that people do.
Yeah. But you know, in sports, it's what they do. It's what they do in sports.
Fucking hate, like, I really, really, really hate everyone that works for, you can bleep this out, ESPN, Bleacher Report, fucking CBS Sports, fucking Fox Sports, all them. You guys are all, like, you're fucking, come up with a creative idea,
Pick
man.
us up.
Like, stop fucking comparing players to other players. You can't do that. Like, and you know, again, back to Julius Randle, you know how much pressure that puts on somebody? You know how and again, the problem is there's dumb idiots, killer, man. That people that listen, there are fans that listen and they're like, hell yeah, be better than Shaq. And then it becomes a whole fucking debate and you fucking little kid signs it, we sign it. Come on,
One thing I would do is shoot them bail because we kind of, I know what Ed say, like, big.
What did you say? Shoot them what? Shoot them bail?
Shoot them some bail. Like, give them a flag. All right. I know Ed say ESPN and them gets us to debate them about how they're comparing other players, but I say we do that ourselves, bro.
I don't do that.
ESPN don't tell me how to debate. Like,
you do that.
We don't debate LeBron and Michael Jordan.
I'm telling ESPN.
We do that shit ourselves.
They plant the seeds, and it's years of, like, we grew up on these fucking shows. You know what I mean? And it's the seeds that were planted fucking years ago, dog. Like, it's embedded in your brain to be like, oh, prisoner of the moment. Like, let's talk about this. And it's like, obviously, like, we clearly, like, were inspired by most of those guys. We do a fucking sports podcast. But it's like, as I've gotten older, I realized that these dudes are fucking
idiots,
dicks, like, fucking assholes. Like, shut the fuck up. Stephen A. Again, you can believe him now, too. I don't give a fuck.
When we get to the NFL, I got some shit to say about Stephen A. because
he's going like every fucking time.
We'll get to the NFL.
So the first time Stephen A. did that, like, Cowboys laugh, where he, like, laughed at the Cowboys for losing or whatever, like, that's pretty funny. And now it's like, bro, ain't nobody, like, going to you to go search when the Cowboys lose that you. No one cares about what you have to do. Now it's played out.
Cowboys. Like, he's a long time hater.
No, I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm just saying it's like, yo, come up with something different. Like, do something a little bit more creative. Just doing, like, a video where you just it's like, yo, come on, bro. Like, do something a little bit more creative. And also, like, the Cowboys team that you hated and the Cowboys team that you used to make fun of is not the same Cowboys team today. And I guarantee you, if Dak Prescott was like, hey, Steve, can I come on the show? Steve gonna be like, hell yeah, come on through. It's like, you talk all this shit about him.
Go to the Steelers, that Steve team. He'll definitely love.
Yeah, I get it. But, like, yeah, you hated the Cowboys of the 80s and the 90s. You don't hate the Cowboys of the 2000s. Like,
no, he hates the organization.
He makes that perfectly clear. He hates the fans of the Cowboys.
And that too.
That makes
either way, it's corny.
That's
get more creative.
The Cowboys fans.
I'm just saying, get a little bit more creative. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but speaking of Stephen A., we're gonna jump right into the NFL. A big weekend.
All right, we can do this. All right, so we can do Stephen A. I think we should do more news. Then we do the games. Then we talk about the top story.
So we're gonna the top story. We're gonna kick it off.
We say for last.
To me, no. Let's start there. Let's start with the top story. Let's start.
You want to start with the top story?
Money line.
Top story. Let's go.
Yeah,
top story. Let's go.
Top story. To me, Tom Brady. If that's not the story.
No. Yeah, that's the top story.
Yes.
I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna let everybody go. But
all I know is my man Ed jizzed on himself when he finally got the official.
I did more than that, buddy. I did more than that.
If you don't know,
yo, I hate that man too.
Tom Brady has officially retired. Now, I don't hate Tom Brady. I have no beef with Tom Brady. I wish he would have went out different. Kev said last week that he ain't have shit else to prove. I was saying that he needs to do the farewell tour.
Yeah, but that's not him.
Even like why though? Like why you think
I was that? Because of how much of a legend he is. Whereas you get the legendary presidential farewell. That's why I thought he was gonna do one more
you're
season.
on a Jordan type level. Like you remember Jordan saying in his doc, like, yo, you just get exhausted. Like, I don't think he wanted to put himself through like the tour that you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, like you won in Tampa Bay. You already did what you need to do out that shit.
But
like,
I'm just thinking about the marketability of it, the story of it, how profitable it would have been for everybody involved.
I don't mean to cut you off, but supposedly that, remember that like leaked episode that I was talking about before? They're doing like a document, The Man in the Arena or whatever. The episode 10 did come out, but there's a rumor that episode 11 is coming out, and this is exactly how ESPN found out, or Schefter found out, because obviously they work for ESPN. So there's a rumor that like they got the leaked episode of episode 11, and so it's basically like Brady announcing his retirement like through that. So like, again, like I fucking hate shitting on these guys. I thought about calling Schefter today. I really did, but I knew I was going to get home late, and I knew it was going to be late by the time we talked about it. So maybe we can get them on a clip like side by side, maybe tomorrow. But if that's the case, if they found out Schefter and the other fucking dude, I forget his name, the other dude that was involved in the leak of the original, because obviously Tom Brady retires. We all found out Saturday, and then John, more specifically, couldn't get Tom Brady's dick out of his mouth. Was so sick and tired of all the messages that he got, so he could not stand that. So what he did was,
what's the first thing when it came out? What's the first thing he said?
I understand, John. I understand, John. So out of all those like deleted tweets and like the cryptic messages and Tom Brady's dad coming out and all that,
Dad said he didn't do it yet.
Yeah, now he officially retired. What was it? This morning or yesterday morning?
Yeah,
this morning. Officially.
Right.
I'm gonna get into his little goodbye message later.
I'm gonna let you go. Side note. When it first came out, I told Dad, I was like, see, I knew he wasn't gonna do the goodbye tour. That's the first thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, you did call that.
That's the first thing I said before all the news started leaking. Like, oh shit, that shit wasn't official. That someone might have jumped the gun.
So just so we're aware of what the rumor is the certain powers that be at ESPN probably had a little bit of access to this extra episode that we're gonna get from The Man in the Arena, where Brady was going to announce his retirement there. So like, I don't know if it was like right when it was going to get premiered, he was going to be like, hey, I retired, and then boom, the episode comes out, or the episode was going to come out and he was going to say, hey, I retire.
No, so I'm going to tell y'all what pissed me off with Stephen A today. Stephen A is continuously like making the assumption that basically Tom's marriage is in jeopardy if he continues to play.
Come on.
So of course, when you're married.
You said Stephen A said that?
Stephen A. So the way he was posing questions on First Take today, everybody that was looking at him like, why you keep making it a Giselle thing? Like, whereas, because everybody's saying like, people close to him, they all like, yo, of course his family plays a part in his decision. But ultimately, the decision was up to Tom. The way Stephen A kept posing the questions, like somebody had called in that other fucking.
This is on his radio show or
no? This is on First Take. This on First Take.
Okay.
So I forgot the other guy that does like that usually drops besides Shefty and shit. Stephen A posed a question. He was like, on a percentage base, how much do you think this was Tom's decision versus Giselle's decision? And the guy's like
100% Tom's.
He's like, but because Stephen A's not married. So he says to Stephen A, like, well, when you're married, your wife's opinion plays a big part. And when you're married, you want. So Tom is not going to make no decisions without consulting his wife and his family.
Oh, of course, yeah.
If Tom wanted to play, Tom's such a fucking winner. He's going to play if he's the alpha. Yeah, like he's going to play if he wants to play. There's nothing. I spoke to Tom. There's nothing left for him to prove. He's done everything any athlete. He is the greatest football player to ever play the game. So at this point, it's just like he's done. It's not. He's ready to move on to the next. Yeah. Stephen A keep like his rebuttals will go like
he was bringing it back.
Yeah, but he kept bringing it back to his wife. And then Molly even tell him like, Stephen A, why you keep saying Giselle? Why you keep saying Giselle? Like, it's Tom's decision.
So,
he's like, yeah, but Tom, I know Tom, he don't want to go out like as a loser. He's the ultimate competitor. And they like, but how can Tom Brady,
his wife making him retire?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
He just had an MVP style.
I don't mean to cut you off there. Like, basically what I'm understanding from you is that, like, so, and again, this is back to that cliche sports guy take. It goes back to the other take that I had before about how these guys just like, I just don't like what they do anymore. And it's a reason why I've turned off most of that shit. I listen to more alternative guys.
Right.
I don't even listen to the mainstream media anymore when it comes to sports now, because it's gotten to the point where, and again, I don't want to make this like crazy political, but like, you know, it's gotten to the point where it's like, you get like, you know, your Fox News, your MSNBC, your ESPN is like becoming like these two, where it's like, just biased, fucking dumb, fucking always gotta like these clickbait shit. Skipping Shannon too. I like Shannon, but like all these dudes is like, yo, like all y'all that have been doing this for too long is like, you got that old school rationale of thinking. But obviously, like what you're basically saying, what I took from that is that Stephen A's out here telling people that Giselle's gonna leave Tom if he decides to play. That's fucking crazy. You don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. That's number one. Number two,
he's making it seem like it was a relationship in jeopardy.
Right. Was going to end.
Time continues to play.
So, and then the other side of it all too is that, you know, the whole thing too is, you know, Tom used to take pay cuts and pay cuts after pay cuts after pay cuts after pay cuts to keep the Patriots team going. And that's exactly why that team was a team of destiny. And it was a giant fucking, you know, dynastic run for 20 fucking plus years, ruined my life, made me want to kill myself multiple times. But the reason why Tom was able to do that was because, Giselle is a multi-millionaire. And, you know, that was always the joke that Giselle, you know, Tom doesn't need to work. Like, you know, because she's got so many endorsements. She made so much money from her supermodeling gig. So it's like, and then it comes to that point where everybody always says, right, it's like, the old ball and chain wants you home, right? And it's like, but again, ultimately, I think Tom's decision was, my kids are getting older. They're going to need me to help me with their fantasy lineups and their math homework. And the only way I'm going to do it is if they give daddy a big old kiss on the lips. But and again, Stephen
but Giselle has said like she don't want to push him around, like meaning that no, I don't want you to quit when you can't do it no more. Whereas now we get half the man. Your family gets half the man. You in a fucking marriage. Of course, your wife and your family plays a part in your life decisions. But Stephen A. just like, Giselle got him in a fucking chokehold. Like, no, you better quit. You better stop this shit. I'm tired of this shit. Like,
but honestly, you know why I think that's because we already had that Giselle one because this already happened like a couple of years back.
If it was Giselle's decision, he would have retired 5 years ago.
Stopped a long time ago.
Right.
This already happened already.
But like again, Stephen A. used the same examples you just used, and in regards to the level of competitor time is taking pay cuts.
So because that's the classic trope that's been a thing, man.
So because of he's that type of player, why would he want to quit? Why would he want to quit now? When he just had an MVP season, first in damn near everything statistically for quarterback.
One of the and then he's had the best statistical career best statistical season of his career.
Exactly. Coming off a ring. Coming off a ring last season, having an injury-ridden team this season. Why would he want to go out that way? But he's done it all. What else can he fucking prove?
Yeah, I mean, like this basically was like, oh, let me see if I can win it.
Javel's fault or not, whoever he's married. I don't care. He's finally called it quits, man.
It's about goddamn time. You guys can play like everybody get your Tom Brady takes in.
I can literally say that as a Giants fan, he is the best quarterback of all time. I don't think best athletic athlete of all time, but best quarterback all time. Hands
He's
down.
The best, best to play that position.
And that's the most amount of flowers I want to get that man. Otherwise, thank you. Get rid of it.
Eddie.
Yeah, y'all take your takes.
Yeah, we done.
Eddie, say your shit.
Okay, Ed, you got to take.
Let him go first.
Eddie, go.
Go ahead, Ed. Go ahead, Ed.
Go ahead, Ed.
Oh man. Again, I it's very, very sad that was like one of the happiest days of my life. And then I had all you guys thought, well, more so Johnny and Decap too. Fucking Decap wanted to bet money on. I said, Decap, I'm gonna fucking die on this fucking mountain. Like, he's gone. He is not coming back. And I hoped that he wasn't gonna come back. I knew he wasn't gonna come back. But what makes me even happier, I at the time I hoped that he was gone, and now I know he's gone, which is even better.
Yeah.
But the most exciting part for me, I think, throughout this whole thing is that, yeah, 20 plus years that he played with the Patriots, the 2 seasons he played with the Tampa Bay Bucks, 7 Super Bowls, 6-6. It looks like Tom, it sounds like Tom is still very, 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 very butthurt about what happened in New England. And he still doesn't really like what Bill did. So in Tom's retirement post, again, a well thought out post, 7 fucking pages. You can put it right here. Dad, you can put it right up in here. His 7-page post. And the first picture was him in a Bucks uniform. Yo, you know how many Patriot fans to me are Teflon. Their whole existence, my whole life is just their confidence and the way that they talk to people, fucking disgusting massholes. Even guys that like lived in New York, they were just fucking front runners to fucking root for the Patriots. And it's like when Tom left, I was like, hey, your boy left. They're like, yo, he won me 6 Super Bowls. I don't give a fuck. Patriots had a fucking shitty season last year. They go, doesn't matter. I'm gonna watch Tommy win one. Tom wins one. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. This year, Patriots get fucking smoked by the Bills. Got that Johnny clap. You know what I mean? And still, I walk up to them. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, your fucking Patriots got smoked. Like, what's up? What you think? And they're like, don't worry. I'm gonna watch Tom to win. And now Tom retired. And in his retirement,
got no love.
Not one fucking mention of the Patriots, of the fans, of Bill Belichick, of Bobby Kraft, of fucking anyone. And the level of disrespect felt by most of these Patriot fans makes me feel so goddamn good. Again, what Kev said, he's the greatest of all time, probably the best quarterback I'll probably ever watch. Play the game of football. I had mad levels of anxiety. We talked about this last week. In a game that I didn't really give a shit about, but I cared about it because Tom Brady was in it and he almost came back and beat the Rams. I rewatched the fucking highlights of that game too, just to like see if I still felt that emotion, even though I knew the outcome, and it was still there. So I'm glad he's fucking gone. I'm glad he's fucking gone in the NFL. I hope he doesn't come back to coach. I don't want him to come back to. And honestly, at this point, he ain't going back to New England. Like, he's just not. Like, he doesn't like you. It was a business situation. He won you 6 Super Bowls only so he can get his 6 Super Bowls. He took all those pay cuts. How does this make you feel, guys? He took all those pay cuts so he can continue to win with Bill until Bill stabbed him in the fucking back and he says, suck my dick. I'm going to go win another one without you. So fuck you, Patriots fans. I hope you fucking love what you saw from him. I hope he never apologizes for you. It was well thought out. Don't think in your head, 2 years ago, he gave me a nice message before he left when he went to Tampa. No, when he retires, I hope he retires a Buck. I hope you go.
He's not going to do that.
All you fucking Patriot fans that wore the half Tom Brady, half Buccaneer jerseys, you're fucking losers.
The Vikings fan at my job, Amir, he like asked me, my back is to him. He goes, yo, you think Brady's gonna retire a Buck or a Patriot?
He's not doing it.
I'm like, yo, don't ask me no stupid question.
I hope he does. I hope he does. I hope he does not sign that one-day contract. Whatever it is. I think Tom's gonna say, "Fuck you." He thanked Bruce Arians. He thanked fucking the whole Bucks organization. Some random dudes in his life early when he was with the Patriots, and not one time did he mention New England. Not once.
He thanked Antonio Brown before.
He's not that dude.
Everything Tom does is well thought out. His diet, the way he kisses his son, the move that he made to Tampa, the fact that he left his first wife and she completely disappeared, and he doesn't even care about that first kid that he had, but nobody really wants to talk about that. The fact that he hated Michigan, he'll never go back to Michigan. He'll never give Michigan a fucking penny. He hated his time in Michigan. And you know why? Because Michigan did him dirty. You know who else did him dirty? Bill Belichick. Where did Bill Belichick GM and fucking coach? The New England Patriots. He's done with y'all. I hope all of you look. Listen, when you go into your Boston apartments, your Providence apartments, and you clean off your gun. Just don't turn it on yourself, please. It's not worth it. It's just a football player. Don't do it.
Wow.
He's like Stephen A. with the Cowboy fans.
Again, that's it. That's the last time I'm gonna shit on Patriot fans for now.
All right. TB out, TB12 out. Moving on to more NFL news. There's been a lot.
You want to do
movements.
Yeah, movements. Okay. Yeah.
So there's been a lot of movements with the coaching hires, and GM hires. The Bears, dumbass, replaced Nagy. Well, replaced Matt and
with a Matt.
They Matt and Ryan for another Matt and Ryan.
No. His name is Matt. Hold on, sorry, I had his name right here.
You got Matt Eberflus and Ryan Poles, and they had Matt Nagy.
They replaced Matt and Ryan. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so they got another Matt and Ryan. I don't like how that sounds. Starting off like replace.
But the good thing is it's the Packers offensive coordinator who's now going to control the offense and hopefully build around Justin Fields. So I don't know too much.
And
about
Ryan Poles, they GM, he came out and said that they taking the North. So he came out and said they taking the North. Now, also going on in the North, there's been some speculations about Jim Harbaugh becoming the next coach for the Minnesota Vikings. And reason being is tomorrow is signing day for college sports. Instead of being in Michigan for the signing day for incoming and freshmen or kids coming over in the transfer.
Yeah, where's Jimi? Where's he at?
He's gonna be in Minnesota for doing another interview. He has a second interview with Minnesota. So this is one of the biggest days in college sports, college football, and he won't be there for his Michigan team. So with that, everybody's saying that's like disrespect in the college. Like, yo, these is when your players come in. This is one of the biggest days in your sport, and you ain't gonna be here. You're gonna be in Minnesota. Kicking the bobos and shit. So it looks like Minnesota might have Jim. Let's see. Fingers crossed.
Yo, it's gonna be real. It's gonna be real interesting. I think with all these moves happening.
Would they hire him if he was black though?
Oh, well, we'll get to that.
They hired a black GM, Kusi Odofo. Kusi, some shit like that. Who's the new GM for Minnesota? So Jimi is hired. Some of the other coaching hires, you got Raiders have.
And all you Patriot fans, again, I'm sorry. I hate to fucking dance on your grave. I really do.
Oh yeah,
that's what you
Josh
fucking
McDaniels about to
get. Yeah. Josh McDaniels. Everyone thought that Josh McDaniels was gonna fucking take over for Bill when Bill's done. I think Bill's gonna be out the fucking door any minute now. You guys remember when Josh got?
Yeah, he's gonna be out
for the Colts.
We're gonna talk about him and others.
Oh, I think he's gone. I think he's got. Remember when Josh got hired to be the Colts coach?
Yep.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Fuck that," and he came back. Yeah. And the speculation was, it's because Bill's gonna take over, at some point. Josh, not anymore. Josh is over in Oakland, so you know what that means. Sorry, guys.
Also,
to fucking hell.
Broncos hired Packers OC Nathaniel Hackett.
Yep.
That's who else got hired.
Nobody else really. Nothing of importance, right? No other teams hired a good
nobody
coach,
else.
Right?
Yeah, nobody else got hired. But there's one good coach that should have.
No. Somebody else did get hired. I'm just making sure.
There's one good coach that should be hired.
Yeah.
Giants got a coach.
Yeah,
Y'all really just let me disrespect you?
Yeah.
Cool.
I said no other coaches got hired, and it doesn't matter. We can gloss over it.
No,
it took you a good 30 seconds to be like, no, Brian Dable got hired.
No,
so you're not excited about the hire?
I was looking at my phone real quick as I was hearing him saying it, and I was like, yo, you didn't acknowledge the Brian Dable?
Okay. All right, so this is your team, guys. Talk their way.
Yeah, let's talk about the Brian Dable.
So just to be clear, Johnny Kev, you are not excited about your coaching hire and you don't want to talk about it.
I don't know. I have nothing to say.
Where did he come from? Where was he prior to?
Bills.
He was the Bills offensive coordinator. You know, the guy that literally fixed Josh Allen's accuracy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all.
That guy.
No, but Ed, I completely understand that, but then we gotta listen, Ed, but then we gotta factor in, was it more of the talent of Josh Allen or more of the coaching that helped him go from turnovers to thing? He does got that going for him, but
all I know is that Josh I'd be very excited if I was you guys. Like, I know that, like, in your head, you got in my head, I wanted fucking Jim Harbaugh, and I ended up with Rob Saleh.
Coming from being in your world the last 5-6 years, like, until I see my product on the field, I'm not gonna give you an honest.
Son, you guys hired Joe Judge as a fucking special teams coordinator for the fucking Patriots, and Giant fans were ready to fucking give them a Super Bowl. John, you said last year that they were gonna go to a fucking conference championship. You lost your mustache over it.
Oh, I didn't lose my mustache so fast.
Young offensive coordinator that literally fixed Josh Allen.
I lost my mustache. I said the Giants was going to win the division. I liked how the end of the
whatever it was. I apologize for assuming what the bet originally was. I apologize.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying, Ed, I liked how he was sounding in the first season, and I liked how the Giants ended the first.
Yeah, but
season.
you were sucking his fucking dick when he came in.
Hell no, I was not.
I don't know, man. You were pretty fucking excited about Saquon, and fucking OBJ was still there.
All I said
we got this.
All I said was Joe Judge sounded good, but he was an unproven coach. He had a mediocre first season, but the players loved him. But I told you, as season 2 was progressing, there was a lot of excuses.
Man, you guys really are at rock bottom.
Why you
saying? I want product on the field, and at the end of the day, the Giants fans that you're expressing is not us. Like, I don't jump for joy and say every head coach is going to be the best. What I do say, and I defend and I stand by every year, because one year we'll be right again. The Giants are winning the Super Bowl this year.
This year.
Eventually.
They win the Super Bowl every year until they don't.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Right, I get it.
I think Giant fans are broken, and I think Patriots fans are broken, and I've never been happier. But yes, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
The funny shit, the elephant in the room. Brian Flores, former Miami Dolphins coach, a really good coach, winning season in Miami. He lost his job in Miami, and he's been a part of the coaching pool, a part of the coaching.
He had 3 interviews.
Right, he had 3 interviews. He's been spending time with a lot of teams. He's one of the better coaches in the league. Now, it recently came out that some funny shit been going on in regards to his potential hire in the NFL. Now, your guy,
Brian Dowdle.
Bill
Belichick. Yeah, okay, good. I wanted to know if you knew the story, but I'm really happy that you did.
Bill Belichick. Let me get it, Drew. Bill Belichick.
Understood.
Text Brian Flores, not Giants coach, who is also a Brian, correct, John?
Yeah, Brian.
So
Dable,
right.
Whatever.
So he told him, text him, and on his Nokia phone or his flip phone, and said, "Congratulations on the Giants hire." Now, this was in the process of Brian Flores still interviewing for these jobs.
Yeah, his interview was set for the next day, I believe.
So
2 days or the next day.
Right. So his interview was coming up. So he's looking at it like, what the hell going on? Why am I still interviewing? What interview? Somebody got the job already? They called me to interview? What the fuck is going on? He goes, do the interview. It comes out that Brian, whatever his name is, Dayball gets the job.
Trust me. Salah was driving me crazy early. You'll get it.
So he gets the job. Now Brian Flores puts the pieces together. Oh shit. They are trying to fuck me anally with no Vaseline. It comes out that he is a product of the Rooney Rule, whereas you have to interview minority coaches But you don't really have to hire these motherfuckers.
Which again, we don't love that rule. We talked about, we expressed that a bunch. It's a token rule.
It's a token rule.
It's a racist rule as it is.
It's racist
to get them in the office.
Yeah, it's racist from the jump. But for a coach of Flores' potential and resume, we don't think, at least I think on this pod, and a lot of other people don't think that he should be subject to the racial discrimination that he's currently receiving, being an NFL coach, and now he is about to sue their ass blind. The NFL.
Wait. But let's talk about the text message exchange where after he realizes that he fucked up,
Brian.
He's like, "Yeah, I fucked up. My bad."
That's what Belichick said.
Yeah,
he said my bad.
Flores screenshotted.
He really said my bad.
He's 70 years old.
He said,
"Nah, he did not say that."
He said, "I fucked up." No, he said, "I fucked up. I'm rereading the messages now." That he used the screenshot as the basis of his lawsuit.
Right.
He screenshotted it. He said, I think they're trying to say Belichick didn't send the text messages now. I think that's the route.
Oh shit, John.
Yeah, he says it.
Even also in the class action lawsuit.
Also, shout out Brian Flores. My nigga got an Android? No, it's an iPhone. Sounds like you landed. All right, ready? I got the text here. You guys want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I read it. I don't remember it.
All right. So this is from Bill. Sounds like you've landed. Congrats. Did you hear something I didn't hear? Giants? ? Exclamation point? ? Exclamation point. I interview on Thursday. I don't think I have a shot at it. Got it. I hear from Buffalo and NYG, New York Giants, that you are their guy. Hope it works out. This is really, really blurry. I hope it works out if you wanted to. Exclamation point. That's definitely what I want. Exclamation point. I hope you're right, coach. Thank you. Coach, you talking about Brian Flores or Brian Daboll? Just making sure. Oh boy, here comes the next. Fuck. It's cut off. Oh, wait. Coach, you talking about Brian Daboll? Okay, just making sure. Sorry, I blank. I'm assuming it's fucked up. I fucked this up. I double checked. I misread the text. I think they're naming Daboll. I'm sorry about that, BB. And then Brian, BB. Why does he call him BB? It's BF.
Brian Belichick.
Oh, that's his signature? What a fucking loser. Yeah, what a fucking loser. And then the reply is, thanks, Bill. 70-year-olds shouldn't have cell phones.
It was also a problem with him interviewing for the Denver Broncos job a couple of years ago, which like I think it was fucking John Elway.
Elway. You got it. Don't worry.
John Elway and also the owner of Denver Broncos. They came into the meeting like quote unquote like fucked up, like they were drunk from the last night before. Basically, they didn't care about the fucking interview. They didn't care about the interview. Mm-hmm. That's also a side in the lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of all this,
Bill's definitely gonna retire now. I didn't realize, John, thank you for that information.
That's what I didn't
realize he was in that much trouble.
Now, with this, do we think Brian Flores will ever coach in the NFL again? Because
that's what I'm saying.
Lawsuit,
if they have to follow, if he follows through, which he's following through, and he wins the lawsuit or whatever happens, like he's signing his like
his resignation.
Basically what Cap did, basically when he did the lawsuit.
Here's what I hope. Brian,
he said it though. He don't think he's going to ever coach again.
Yeah, he himself said it.
Because he's going to pursue this.
Hear me out, Brian. If you're listening to this, Dev, put this clip out.
Yep. I'm gonna tag him
in it.
Yeah.
Brian, I respect you as a coach. If you really, really want to stick it to Bill, you really want to stick it to Daboll, you really want to stick it to the Bills, to the Broncos, you can become we just fired our quarterbacks coach. He ain't coming back next year. You really want to stick it to him? Make Zach Wilson the greatest quarterback of all fucking time for 1 year. That's it. And Robbie Saleh, Robbie, he don't play that shit. He'll make sure you go get a job. All right?
You don't see color?
He got the ends. He's Muslim, son. He his struggle. to come up here? How many people call him a terrorist these days? It's crazy. It's bananas. People still believe that. Brian, just come coach, quarterback coach in New York. Fuck that. LaFleur, tell LaFleur to take a fucking step back. You could be the offensive coordinator and the quarterback's coach. LaFleur could just watch you. Let him fucking be your apprentice. And then you go get a nice head coaching job. And hopefully it's the Patriots when Bill is forced to retire.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
You take your team back. But if ultimately you want to fucking leave, I get it. I respect it. I respect your decision. But again, if you really want to stick it to him,
I don't think he want to leave.
He's not going to be allowed to.
Yeah,
no, I don't think he has I don't think he has a choice. And obviously with the lawsuit, and again, like what everybody said, like once that shit goes down, like
at some point you get frustrated.
He's essentially going to get blackballed for sure.
He looked at this shit, was like, he looked at it and the situation was like, fuck it, I gotta.
Yes. Right. He's like, look, they already. He said they tried.
Yeah, salute to him too for like you know how many times this probably happened. Like that's what I want to take a step back though, and like you know how many times that like not to him specifically, but to other minority coaches in the NFL,
right?
Whether they're black, Spanish, you know, fucking of Muslim descent, Jewish descent, whatever it might be, you know, whatever. I mean, maybe
POCs, people of color, POCs,
right? Anyone. So you know how many times this probably happened, and you know how many times these dudes probably just went, man, fuck it, I'm not even gonna say nothing. I want to stay. I love what I do. I'm gonna get a job somewhere, even if it means I have to suck it up to be an OC one more time. I mean, we're already kind of seeing it with Eric Bieniemy. You know, like it's been happening for the last 3 years. Offensive coordinator of the Chiefs, and now the rumors are coming out that maybe one day Andy Reid will retire and he'll take over. I get all that. But I don't think that's what it is, man. It's definitely not what it is. So, and again, like, so salute to Brian for calling it out. You know what I mean? Like, we genuinely don't know how many times this has happened to other coaches, other people.
What I just love about the NFL, we all know it's the good boys league. It's fucking full of racist control. We seen the John Gruden shit happen earlier, and those emails and shit. These old niggas not knowing how to use modern technology, and they getting exposed. Bill Belichick, the evil genius, the coach of all coaches, is behind a black coach being racially discriminated against, like being a part of it. So it's like,
you mean the greatest coach of all time having a little bit of like tarnish on his name? No fucking way. It's not like he always does things by the book.
Right, exactly. So when players, when other coaches, when other professionals in the sport come out and say shit, it's usually not much proof. We know it's there, but it ain't really much you can prove. Greatest part about Brian Flores, he has the fucking proof from the evil genius getting caught, and the foul play is being done behind the scene against him and shit. And I hope he fucking take the NFL to the fucking bank. He already know in his heart of hearts, it's over for me. Because if I didn't expose them, or if I just made light of it, they was gonna blackball me anyway. So I'm about to get the bag and fuck them. Like this needs to be a headline. This needs to be out here. This story needs to be told, because again, you have niggas like Kev who coaching in Pittsburgh don't have a losing season, but then his name gets mentioned and potentially losing his job, and he's one of the best coaches in the league. And they like he said before, y'all don't go to Belichick and say the shit that y'all say to me. Y'all don't go to these other coaches who don't do as much as me. But it seems like the black coaches get the short end of the stick, and this continues to be proof of that with this new Brian Flores situation. So I hope he fucking robbed the NFL blind. I hope they go bankrupt. I hope they be outside.
He named three teams, right? He named us, the Giants,
Denver, and
Miami.
Houston was a big one too early. Houston was a big one early.
I didn't even touch on. You know what's crazy? We didn't even touch on the part what the owner and the Dolphins was telling him.
What Dolphins?
Oh yeah, wait.
The 100, like in 2009, the owner of the Dolphins was telling him, "I'll pay you $100K a game if you lose a game. For each game you lose, I'll pay you $100K a game."
Well,
And
yeah,
that,
that was the rumor early on that the
and the
Dolphins
owner
were
was
because they had so
beefing with
many
him.
picks. Yeah,
And
that
the
was
owner was beefing with him
yeah.
after like each game because he was winning games that year.
Right.
And the again, the other rumor too is that and again, like this is kind of like to again, I'm not. It's just playing devil's advocate to poke holes into Brian Flores a little bit. Is that I think Brian Flores did not want Tua, and did not think that he. That's why like there was always those rumors about Deshaun getting traded, all that shit. Like Brian was always like, and besides the whole like the owners wanted them to lose games so they can get more picks because they had a bunch and they were trading a bunch and they were going to get a lot back. And Miami had like 10 picks in the first 2 rounds last year or 2 years ago, whatever it was. I can't remember exactly what it was. But that's specifically what they wanted. And Flores was just like, and again, not to, I don't know the relationship, but the rumors coming out was that Flores did not want Tua, period. So that's part of the reason why he got fired.
Yeah,
that's like I don't know if that's part of the reason why he got. Again, it could be. You know what I mean, but even if that's like the most minuscule fucking thing, because it's really not that big of a deal. Like a coach wanting the quarterback that he wants to draft, I think that's totally okay. You know, they let everybody else in the fucking league do it. But the big deal is that's something we could say to be like, oh well, you didn't want Tua. The fans believe in Tua. We believe in Tua. So you're getting.
What year did Flores get the job in Miami?
Last year. So not this year.
No, 2 years before.
3 years.
It's been 3 years?
What? Yeah,
I thought it was 2 years.
We're talking 2019. If that's his first year and they hired him, asking him to throw games so that they can get better picks?
Yeah.
At the end of the year, what were they gonna be willing to do? Cut him? Use his name and just be like, yo, he was horrible, not tell them publicly about the 100K.
Right.
And
the
then
story
get
as
somebody
he was
else
a bad
in there,
coach. Right.
have the picks where they wanted to have the picks and get another coach in there, and then that tarnishes his name. He knew that shit then. If we're believing that the story is true, so he's like, yo, I'm gonna do the right thing, and hopefully my hard work pays off. And right now it hasn't. So he's gonna put in some hard work, hitting them pockets, man.
He gonna expose them by saying loud.
I'm black and I'm proud.
Shout out to my nigga Brian Flores. Hopefully get that bag. All right. More NFL. Where y'all want to go? Y'all want to go Pro Bowl or y'all want to talk about this crazy weekend?
Let's do the crazy weekend.
Let's kick up. Let's kick.
Yeah, no, we can definitely do that. We I just want to make sure. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna make sure. Yeah, that's whatever. Big free agents going on. We can talk about that later. Let's talk about
conference championship. Money line. Look, conference championship. Again, this playoffs, we could be prisoners of the moment, but this playoffs has been incredible every fucking round. Every fucking round has been incredible.
Right, John?
We were just in the conference championship, NFC, AFC. Ed, do the honors. Take us through this wild conference championship weekend.
Start with how Johnny is sick about the Chiefs.
Was awesome. And Johnny, we're gonna talk about the baby goat, right? And then we're gonna talk about Joe
Brady.
How do you feel about that, Ed?
Final score of this game.
That's nickname for him.
So I love that. I'll take it. He better than John Brady. Tom Brady ain't shit. We talking about my man
and his nickname.
We talking about my man's Drew. Cool. Don't get upset. We talking about my guy, Joe Cool. Joe Brady. Johnny's guy, the baby goat, which was my guy for a bit. I did like Pat Mahomes. Not gonna front. I did like him. And again, Patriots fans, I'm gonna let you guys have this, Patriot fans, because I was shitting on you all week. But final score of this game in overtime, 27-24. No one's talking about the overtime rules this time. Patty and them boys were getting too fucking fancy, too pretty, doing these again. Deb, you can call it from the jump, doing these pretty cute little plays, like fucking short-handed. We talking about arm angles from Patty. It didn't matter. Joe Burr was covered by these defensive linemen, ready to fucking pounce on the kid. And he didn't give a fuck. That last drive, Joey fucking ran for those first downs and kept that game alive. Now, here's the problem. Y'all watch those last 2.5 minutes that the Chiefs had the ball. And it's like, Tony Romo, Jim Nantz was talking, you should let them score here. Let them score quick. You get the ball back and you can go down there and you can score again. What the fuck was the Chiefs doing, John?
They look out.
What were they doing? And it ended up getting they were fucking around almost a little too much.
Yeah,
and they had to settle for the fucking field goal. So, John, I mean, again, I could talk about Joey all day. I mean, Joe, with the ice on his neck, people talking about, that's fake. He's like, I make too much money. His dad and Jamar Chase's dad puffing them stogies outside just like them. Fucking classic. The offensive lineman that picked him up during the LSU championship now is the same offensive lineman lifting him up, holding him up as they go on to the AFC championship. I'm talking about Drew left because he is so upset, but I'm talking about my Cincinnati Bengals, my Joe Mixon, my Joe Burrow, my Tyler Boyd, my Jamar Chase, even though I didn't really like him at the beginning of the season. My T. Higgins, my CJ Uzomah.
A lot of glizzy eating going on, man. Someone's enjoying Nathan's fresh out the pack.
Yo, hey, don't get jealous, John. The baby goat got fucking dethroned. We're talking about Joe.
I like, without plugging the sports book, I just want to give all credit to myself for money lining the Bengals.
That was it? You didn't parlay it?
Nah, I just wanted the money line. I'm not a big bettor. I won myself $60.
Hey, Cat. You put 60 on the money line?
I won 60, so I only put $20.
I don't get
it. Here's where I go with this, Johnny.
I should have put 60 down.
Look, I talk about the Chiefs. I've said from the past about the Chiefs and how they get too cocky and start doing goofy shit. What they went into the second half, Tyreek Hill did that. They tried to do that last minute, and it's Andy Reid play calling, because Andy Reid be on some, bro, I could do whatever the fuck I want out here. I got Pat Mahomes, I got Tyreek Hill, I got Travis Kelce. This fucking Harlem Globetrotters. When they got that stop, second half, going into the second half, I said to myself, oh shit, we got a game. Because we got a game. They left them too much space to get back in it. And we know the Bengals, second half, they started to pull it together. Chiefs, I don't know what the fuck they were doing. They wasn't scoring.
They scored 3 points in the second half. They were up 21-3. They scored 3 points in the second half.
And overtime.
They underestimated the Bengals. And here is my thing. We've been calling this nigga Patty Mahomes great QB.
Baby
We've
goat.
been calling him Baby Goat. That nickname needs to be scratched. I'm sorry.
And given to
nobody yet.
Nobody yet.
I don't want. I'm not trying to jinx my man. I'm not trying to jinx
nobody needs that Baby Goat name as of right now. Because Patty Mahomes is not fucking Tom Brady. He ain't close to Tom Brady. Game play style ain't Tom Brady. His nickname.
Deb, I don't want to cut you off, but again, Patriot fans, you'll be getting a lot of fucking slack this episode by me.
Here we go.
I do just want to mention this one thing. If I'm a Patriots fan, the one thing I was celebrating was on Sunday, knowing that, again, back to the ESPN guys, even us included, we were ready to give Johnny too. Ready to give the Chiefs this new dynastic run. It's the first team to host 4 back-to-back AFC championship games in their fucking crib. And all they have to do to account for that is 1 fucking Super Bowl. 1.
So this, okay. So
I don't know how you make that sound like a negative. So again,
that's a negative. They got 1 Super Bowl.
Though, but again, so here, listen, let me go. Here's where the nickname. This is where the nickname change is very important. These niggas, again, 1 Super Bowl, especially I'm going to speak on Patty Mahomes. He got 1 regular season MVP. He got a ring. And he got a Super Bowl MVP. You know who that sound like?
Aaron Rodgers.
That's who he sound like. That ain't
baby
GOAT
bad
shit.
man.
He's baby bad man. He's diet discount double check.
So
That's his.
Yeah,
That's his.
arguably.
Oh, hold on. Run that back.
He's,
Time out.
he's
Did I catch that?
diet discount double check. That's who Patty Mahomes is.
And he arguably has the best team around.
Or you can call it right, bad boy. Not bad boy.
I like that, John. I heard that, John.
So and to further that point, he arguably has the best team that he's gonna ever have in his stint.
Yeah. So and again, to your point, Kev, the money for his giant, enormous, ridiculous fucking contract, well deserved. Is going to start to kick in now. So this is the time where, like, you know, when certain guys, like, their contracts start to run up. If you're not Clyde Edwards, but if you're
he got two of the best skill positions. He got two of the best skill players in the NFL. He got the best. He got the best tight end, and then a top 5 receiver.
And again, I think they'll keep those two guys, but I think the guys around them on the offensive line, you know, in the running back room, especially defensively, that defensive line, those linebackers, they can't get paid. I think they'll keep Tyreek and Kelsey. They'll take pay cuts. They'll try to make this work, but
John,
I don't know.
Is the baby GOAT name fitting? Now, I did some research on this shit because I wanted to make sure I was secure in my stance, right? So Patty been in the league how many years? 5 years now? 5?
This is his 5th year. 5th year in the
NFL. 5th year before he only started for 4. He played
the last game of his rookie season. Yes, correct.
Okay, so first 5 years, we're gonna compare the GOAT versus baby GOAT. Okay, so baby GOAT.
But again, in 4 years, let's be fair though. Back to back AFC at home.
He only won 1. So baby GOAT.
Oh, he did. He won 2.
No, he won 1 Super Bowl. 1 Super Bowl.
1 Super Bowl.
One Super Bowl, 1 MVP, 1 ring. Tom Brady, first 5 years, he got 3 rings, 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
That's not fair though. But that's not fair. That's not fair.
No. Aaron Rodgers. He didn't play his first 2-3 years, but his first 5 years as a starter, he got 1 MVP, regular season MVP, 1 Super Bowl MVP, and 1 ring.
You got Peyton Manning on there or no? You got Peyton Manning on there?
I ain't not even discussing them. This ain't got nothing to do with Peyton now. This got all to do with the GOAT versus the baby GOAT and who and where he should be placed. Pat Mahomes have all the skill, all the arm talent, fancy, make it look good. Like who else? Discount double check. Them niggas ain't nothing.
We're ready to fucking bury that dude.
And motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Last discount double check went down. Everybody like, oh, he keep complaining. He blame everybody else. This nigga Pat Mahomes is discount double check. Stop calling him baby GOAT, John. He ain't in the stratosphere of the GOAT. We got to kill that baby GOAT shit. He is diet, discount, double check, and that's what it is. John, you can talk your shit.
Quick question.
And John, I can support you a little bit, but go ahead. I got you.
This is gonna be a quick couple of questions. In the past 10 years, how many NFC Championship games the Cowboys went to?
Not the Cowboys. We strictly talking about.
No. Answer the question.
I don't know.
This is how I'm building up. Zero. Past 10 years. Let's talk about the best teams. How many AFC title games has the Steelers been? Past 10 years.
I know I can count 2,
maybe
and they
won
1 Super Bowl in that.
In the past 10 years.
In the past 10 years, I can count. Okay, I'm sorry. In the past 10 years, we can count 3. 2 of them equated to Super Bowls. Go. Am I wrong?
The 3 AFC title games.
3 AFC titles. 2 of them were against the Jets. They went on to beat the Jets. But they lost. They're 3-1 or 2-1
in the past 10 years, Ed?
No, the last one.
No, 10 years.
Yeah, I'm not going 20.
So 2, they won 1. They won 0 Super Bowls. All right, I apologize.
Zero.
Well, I'm talking about AFC, like going to the AFC Championship game.
No, 0.
They went to the AFC Championship game in 2010. Oh fuck, it's 2022.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, okay, 0.
Shit. How many has Aaron Rodgers had in the past 10 years?
1.
AFC championships or NFC championships?
No, just going to the AFC championship game. Going.
NFC.
NFC, yeah.
1, right?
I don't know. I'm about to
Nope, 0. No, he's right. No, I get my. I don't like 2022.
Nah, he lost to the Buccaneers. Did he lose to the Buccaneers last year?
It was the one.
Yeah, right.
It was the one.
Lost to the Buccaneers last year.
Yeah, so it was the one.
Well, we consider he retired last year, but how many Drew Brees NFC Championship games? Past 10 years?
Hold on.
Past 10 years.
Think about it. 2009 was their Super Bowl. Nope. They know it was the Miracle in Minnesota. No, they've been cursed. 0. It's 0.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been cursed. It's the Miracle in Minnesota.
You're right, 0 because that pass interference.
Yeah,
that pass interference wasn't in the championship.
Yeah, and also the Miracle, the Stephon Diggs catch.
Yeah,
give me 2 more like elite quarterbacks that we have in the league.
The problem is we don't really have.
It's a young man league. It's a young man.
We got a young class coming up. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay, all right.
Your
so
window's
now,
the past 10 years.
John, you know what you just did to yourself? I'm gonna give you pushback now. So Dev, I gotta give Dev some pushback about what he said about Mahomes. But John, I got mad pushback for you. You fucked yourself with that. But go ahead. Finish. No, finish.
You heard your window is the past 10 years. Past 10 years. Cam Newton won 2015. He actually went to the one Super Bowl, right? Cam. He was an elite quarterback at one point. Russell Wilson, say what, 2?
Yeah, 2. Yeah, 2012, 2013,
they went to the back-to-back
2015. Yeah.
They went to the back-to-back Super Bowl games. They won 1.
Oh, so it's 13, 14. Yeah.
He might have 3. Russ might have 3.
But bring your point though. Your point is that not everybody's done that.
It's been Patriots for the most part. It's been Patriots for the most part in the last 10 years. Other than the Chiefs, it's been Tom Brady.
My point is, this is my rebuttal to Ed when Ed tried to downplay the 4 AFC Championship games.
Again, but again, if you're the Patriots dynasty, like again, John, my only pushback to that is that there were a lot of people, and again, ESPN, all these dudes, all these big name dudes, including us too. And again, it was mostly because I'm admitting, hand up, I was one of those people too. But again, it's because that's ingrained in my head. But it's like, that Patriots dynasty ain't shit. There's a new dynasty coming through, and it's in the Kansas City Chiefs. But the Patriots, like, even though they weren't the number 1 seed, so they didn't have home field advantage, so they didn't host AFC Championship games. A lot of teams hosted 4 back-to-back AFC Championship games. A lot of teams went to 4 AFC Championship games in a row. Not a lot of them hosted. So that means being like the higher seed. Right? But again, but John, for pushback, the Patriots, when they were that seed, they did have that dynastic run. I'm just saying that once Pat Mahomes won his first Super Bowl, there was mad people, again, myself included,
I'm saying one thing. I promise
that they would go on a dynastic fucking run and they would win fucking 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 championships, not 7, maybe 3 to 4 championships.
I think when it's all said and done, Pat's not finishing 3. When it's all said and done, I think Pat finishes with 3.
How many years ago since that Super Bowl did?
No, wait, but quick thing, Ed. We talk about the Patriots dynasty, but we can't gloss over the fact over the cheating scandals.
Of course we can. We can. Okay. But to give you even more pushback, Dev brought it up, but this is a young man's game. Here's the deal. We got Joe Burrow, who beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Also, put some fucking respect on the New York Jets, because we beat the fucking pricks off the Bengals with a nigga named Mike White. Suck my dick if the Bengals win the fucking Super Bowl.
Joe Burrow beat the Titans and the Chiefs.
1 and 2. Yeah, true. But he didn't beat the Jets. And the Jets beat the Titans, so that ain't shit to me.
Shut up, man.
That ain't shit to me. Anyway, so real quick, John,
let John finish the tape. I'm trying to get where John's going.
Yeah, come on out, John.
Look, Baby Goat lost. I can throw all y'all shade I want to know. Dad says I make him dislike Baby Goat. That's fine. We ain't changing nicknames. It's still Baby Goat. He will be back next year because, look, in all honesty, we have a nice crop of young QBs, especially in the AFC. You got Herbert.
That's what I'm trying to say. Exactly. I was going to name all the dudes.
Allen. Mahomes. But
Mahomes
still.
Lamar still over there.
Lamar still a weapon. Zach Wilson.
But when it comes to, like, these playoff matchups.
Hey, A-Ron might be there next year.
Yeah, he might. Denver. He might be going to Denver.
I don't think he wants to go to the AFC because that's where, Baby Goat. And you said it's a league of the young ones, right?
Right.
So you don't got to worry about baby goat. You got the other young quarterbacks that's trying to raise their stock and solidify their legacies.
Josh Allen.
So he might want to keep his talents in the NFC because versus the NFC versus AFC. The AFC got it with the young crop of QBs.
Definitely with the QBs. Yeah, they.
I don't know if the bad man wants to dabble with that competition over there because they got some young ones that's coming to kill. Because I
got the perfect landing spot for the bad man. I'll get to it when I get to it, but
I believe Herbert will be
land, John. Land, go ahead, land. I need you to land.
But my point is, you can't. What I'm saying is, obviously, he's 2-2 in AFC Championship games. Pat Mahomes is 2-2, which is a 500 record, and he's 1-1 in Super Bowls. So it's 500. Right. But this is all within his first 4 years as a starter.
No, I get it, and I really hope that he has the career.
No, but my point is, what I'm saying is I nicknamed that he's on a different trajectory versus all these other QBs. He's on a pace.
John. But to give you more pushback on that, remember what I said earlier? His contract's starting to kick in, and while I do think Tyreek and Kelsey will take the pay cut, I don't think them other niggas is gonna take that pay cut.
Well, no. I understand that plays a role in football. 53-man roster, you gotta balance out the funds. I agree. I also disagree with Kev's statement because I don't think this will be the best. He might have his best weapons overall on the offensive side of the field, but the Chiefs have room to be a better team in the future where the defense might be elite and they have an elite quarterback at Mahomes where he just needs someone to catch the ball, run a route, and he's going to get him the ball. So I disagree. I think there will never be offensive weapons on the Chiefs that will top Kelsey or Hill. But
you're saying that Pat makes the guys around him better, similar to like what Brady used to do.
In a way,
when he lost West, he made Julian Edelman. When he lost Hernandez, he made Gronk.
But what proof do we have of that with?
I would say,
he's doing it with McCoy Hardman and fucking Pringle right now. I mean,
but I would say that's yet to be determined. Though, because you can't say that. Brady has never, other than where he at now, he's never had top tier players. Mahomes
but we look at
and again, hold on, Mahomes.
I got you.
Have top tier players that get yak. That's what I talked about last time. The yak is very important. The yak is very important in this shit. So whereas
and Pringle and Hardman get yak.
Yeah, but but you have them out there with Tyreek fucking Hill and Travis Kelsey. Of course they don't get yak. Whereas Brady, for the most part of his career, he's never had, other than Moss, the short time of Moss.
Right, I got it. But
no, he never really had, and of course Gronk, but Gronk was built in the system. Tyreek, Patty Mahomes came there. Travis Kelsey was still already elite tight end once he got there.
Right. But again, and I don't want to give you just to give you a little bit more push on it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna poke holes in it because it's like, you think we would know who the fuck Wes Welker is? You don't think we would know who the fuck what's the fuck? I can't remember his goddamn name.
You don't know who he is.
Torture me. Besides Edelman, but there was he had other outside dudes before Randy got there. Like he makes fucking I forget these dudes' names.
Right, we don't know these names.
I know right
now because it's been a while. Go ahead, Deion Branch. There you go. Boom. Oh, I fucking hate Deion Branch. But I think that the only reason why I don't remember is because I block out that part. There's a lot of fucking trauma back there. Dog. You know what I mean? It's fucked up.
But we can't say that with Patty because
I don't think that these players it's back to is Derek Jeter Hall of Famer if he doesn't play for the Yankees? Probably not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, is Deion Branch going to be known if he didn't play with Tom Brady?
Like Kev said, it's too soon because what the comparison that you're making is not similar.
Right. So, and I totally agree. But time will tell.
What I'm saying,
my pushback is time will tell.
Yeah, but that's true. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying Pat Mahomes made Tyreek Hill and Kelsey. I'm saying that's probably going to be the two greatest weapons Pat Mahomes probably played with in his career. What I'm saying is, Pat Mahomes is so talented. You get him like a mid-tier or like someone on the cusp of being a Pro Bowl talent on his team, and you have, like I was saying, the ceiling for the Chiefs to get better overall, not just offense.
But that's why I compare him to Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady, because
all right. Quick thing. Wait, quick thing.
Oh, I got one.
In the beginning,
so good, though.
Remember in the beginning, Tom Brady, them Super Bowls, the Patriots was an elite defense. Right. And then it became the Tom Brady show.
Right.
What I'm saying is, it's the Pat Mahomes show. Now let him, the Pat Mahomes show, get an elite defense. I think. Yeah.
I don't want to put this out there because I really love him as a player.
My whole thing, before you go, I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah.
My whole thing is the comparison. Goat and baby goat. Completely different styles of play. Completely different players. Yeah. Whereas Tom Brady, we don't have a bunch of elite receivers around him, but the precision and the brain power and the willingness to do whatever win style of Tom Brady is really what makes him a GOAT. And the coach, of course, that too. And he always had.
Tom Brady's probably the clutchest football player of all time.
Right. So I'm saying in regards to play style and skill, Pat Mahomes in his right now is far more talented than Tom Brady was right now. His comparison to me, because we talk about the talent in Aaron Rodgers and his ability to make shit happen, his ability to move around and throw wild fucking throws switch hand and throw and all that shit. His style and with his accolades to me is comparable to Aaron Rodgers more than it is to Tom Brady.
All right,
that's my whole thing.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. My comparison to Brady is not based off the game style. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna say this one thing.
He's leading the new class, so that makes him the baby goat.
No, right. that and his path of winning. I feel like his path of winning is what's gonna get him in the GOAT conversation. Obviously, he has to win more Super Bowls, but that's where I say Tom Brady's the bar with 7 Super Bowl rings. Based off what I see Pat Mahomes capable of, is like holy shit, and he's already been to 4 AFC Championship games.
And he hosted them too. That's the crazy part.
So my point is the winning aspect. I think Pat Mahomes is gonna win more. Right. It's just there's some stumbling blocks. He can't win all of them, but I think he's gonna win more. That's why I call him the baby goat.
And my last point, and I think we need to move on. So real quick too, like I do want to congratulate the Bengals for doing what they did. Again, I know we only briefly talked about them. We spent a little bit too much time on Mahomes, and I get it. I understand. Big went down. It is what it is. But Deb, to your point, kind of. So Braxton Berrios, I don't know if you are familiar with him. Number 10 on the New York Jets. He's a punt returner, slot receiver kind of dude.
No, he had a game. Last game, they final game of the season.
So he's a Pro Bowler as a kick returner. And again, I just kind of wanted to tell you what I think that Mahomes is the kind of quarterback. So him, Tyreek Hill, big explosive guys. Pretty normal routes right there. Like not one trick ponies in a sense, but like they both return punts. They can both run really, really fast. They can both as long as they get a good jump off, ain't nobody catching them. You know what I mean? Right. So let's just, in the hypothetical fucking world, say that Hill's out for the year. Braxton Berrios is a free agent. I think Mahomes can make him a fucking top fucking Pro Bowl wide receiver. Like he can make him a true number 1 based on what Johnny says is the way that he hits them on that route, it is easier for them to get the yak. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you're like, and again, you're big on that yak, and it's like I've seen when Braxton's explosive, he's explosive. Right. But if he's not always hitting stride, young quarterback. Obviously, he had Darnold the year before, who threw it at his feet almost every other fucking play. Even though I respect him, I wish him nothing but the best. And Zach's learning, but I'm telling you, if he had Patrick Mahomes fucking throwing them balls, and again, I'm not saying he's an elite receiver, but I think Patrick Mahomes can make him that elite receiver. Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say? So is that
I get what you're saying. I don't agree. I don't agree, but I get what you're saying.
Though. I agree. I think that's.
I agree. I agree with me.
I agree with myself, but I'm hoping.
Well, he can say he agreed with me because that was basically my point when I was.
I basically agree with John. My point is that like we don't know what the Chiefs are without Kelsey, Mahomes, and Hill. But at some point, we're gonna get there.
I'm just saying, once we need to get there, because what I'm saying is my whole thing with the yak is we see him do a Patty throw a fucking curl at Tyreek Hill and he get 35 yards. We see him do a bullshit slant to Travis Kelce and Travis Kelce make a way and get fucking 20 yards. I haven't seen any other receiver on the Chiefs do that consistently. So only people I've seen do that is Travis Kelce and fucking Tyreek Hill. So until he starts to do that with other players, then to me it's like give more credit to the yak people, the receivers that he's getting the ball to, who are all-time, all elite players that's making these incredible runs and shit, making these incredible running these incredible routes and shit. That's what I usually talk about. That's why when the whole Josh Allen shit and the Bills versus Chiefs, Josh Allen was throwing that shit 35, 40 yards and putting it in the end zone. That's talent. 100%. That's skill to me. Yeah. You have a lot of yak. It's like that's the receiver making shit happen to me.
A big part of that too.
I'm not taking that from Patty. I'm not taking that from Patty, but the whole GOAT conversation, his play style and what he's accomplished in the 5 years he's been in is comparable to A.A. Ron. He is diet discount to me. Let's move on to the NFC.
But it's like
he'll be back next year.
And I'm sure he will be. I'm not even taking that from him. I'm sure he'll be there. NFC Championship.
All right, let's talk about
Drew.
This
no, hold on, Drew. Hold on. Drew. One take, Drew. Go ahead. You wait till the end when we say we're moving on to one to talk. So
because no, go ahead.
All
right.
Drew said what you guys say. Just say
No. Go ahead. Let's go to next.
Bro. Just even if it's quick, just get it out. Just say it, bro. It's better.
Because I believe that Ed and Dev is just totally wrong about this because I think John.
We're on opposite sides.
I agree with John,
right?
bro.
Right, but Ed is with John, so Ed's not with me.
We're on opposite sides.
Ed and Dev is totally wrong because.
Well, we're on opposite sides.
Huh?
We're on opposite sides of the argument.
No, bro. To make it to 4 AFC championship games and 1 Super Bowl in your first 4 years, bro. Like it's an accomplishment.
Let him finish. Just let him fucking
okay.
Just let him finish.
It's a totally accomplishment to itself, bro. Like you discount him for what? Not make it to like what you're supposed to. He's supposed to make it to all 4 Super Bowls. That's what you're basically telling me. That's
who you arguing against.
Yeah, who you arguing against? It sounds like you're arguing
against both of you. He said
no, because what he's saying sounds like an argument against me. Because what Ed said
and Drew, if you were listening the whole time, I have my own objective opinion. I gave pushback to Johnny and both Johnny and Dev, so I'm on opposite sides of all of them. I was just bringing up the point.
Okay, I'm arguing with Dev then. I'm arguing with him.
Okay.
All right,
I'm arguing with his dumbass.
Okay, Drew.
All right.
I heard you. That's your point. All right, we're gonna move on. NFC Championship. Cool. Go ahead.
All right. So going into this game, Sean McVay was 0-6 against Kyle Shanahan in recent history. But the Rams end up coming out on top. Devastating loss for my wife and Kyle Shanahan in the San Francisco 49ers.
Got to go.
Jimmy G, and now rumors are
they're mutually agreeing that his agent
that Jimmy's going to get traded, and Jimmy wants to get traded to a contender. Perfect landing spot for Aaron Rodgers.
I just want to address the elephant in the room. The Niners were playing dirty. I felt like it was a mini bounty game, especially
they're fucking staffing it up.
They were banging them in. I'm gonna be completely honest. This was I think
Debo was crying and shit, man.
Hey, I think both these teams really try to fucking lose this game. I think Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan, with their history in Washington, if I'm a Washington football fan, I hate myself right now. You had Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, and fucking Matt LaFleur in your fucking
Sean McVay just
and you fucking hire Jay fucking Gruden. But Sean McVay goes into the third fucking quarter with 0 timeouts. What are you fucking doing?
Horrible challenges.
It was a really, really, really bad game. A lot of people want to call it a defensive game. Whatever you want to call it.
Nah, it was bad.
bad. It was
Fucking
such a
that nigga
bad
Tart.
football game to
It
watch.
was like a putt, a throw that Stafford threw that looked like a fucking putt. Fell right to his arms and shit. He just dropped the shit.
Tart dropped that shit. And again, I think that was a big momentum swing in that game. Because I mean, that pick's caught. I mean, we're talking a completely different story. We're talking Niners Bengals Super Bowl, I think, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, we were.
But again, even then, it's like Jimmy with the fucking ball at the end of the fucking game there. Like, I get not taking the sack, but what are you fucking doing? And again, like, it's hard to argue with Jimmy because it's like when they don't fucking win without him. Listen, they do lose with him, but they don't they barely lose with him. When he's not there
to fight another down, if he doesn't, when he's more than halfway to the ground, just flip the fucking ball.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that was
a bad game.
All I would say is I blame my man's baby goat for that play. You know, these other QBs seeing him do some magical special shit.
But even I said, I'm like, yo, he thought he was Patty for a second with that one arm flavor shit.
What I would say is, if he used to get it off, the running back was open for it. If he was able to get it off,
he threw it too high.
You know, that's just not in his arsenal. Yeah. That play is not in his arsenal. He was open, but as he flicked it, he overthrew him. But he was open.
Yeah, he was.
But I'm not gonna lie, in that present situation, I know you gotta go down and make a play. But why? Just all that, just take the sack and try to come back then. Because
I feel like that play is just typical of his career. Like, the moment gets too big, the lights are too fucking bright. Like you say, you got to be a killer to play in New York. You got to be a killer to play for certain franchises in the NFL.
Yeah. I seen that play.
At the end of the day, yeah, you could get the job done and shit like that, and your team is better for you being out there on the field. But if you're not at the tier that the team needs you to be,
but Jimmy G ain't gonna win you no games.
But as a starter, he does have career-wise, he has a solid record as a starter. Right. But as regular season, it's all about the playoffs. But what I'll do say is, and then they did go to the Super Bowl that one year. He has one Super Bowl appearance where they lost to Baby Goat and them boys. But when that play happened, I was like, damn, that might be the last time we see him in the Niners uniform. I'm like, they're about to pack his ass up.
Yeah.
I think
wait.
The bad man's gonna end up over there.
He's going
home.
Before you get to what you're saying,
if you go to 49ers, that's crazy.
But that's what happened for Jared Goff. Because remember,
taking Debo first.
They had the rivalry. They said when last season it was that game that the Rams lost to the Niners is when Sean McVay knew it's time to pack Jared Goff up. History seems to.
Well, I think the other reason why he tried to pack up Jared Goff was because he made some comments about his wife. But y'all don't remember when we talked about that?
Yeah, he said he was going to fuck her, right?
Yeah, Jared Goff was like, "Yo." His wife, low key, sexy as fuck. I hit that or some shit like that.
Right, he did say that. All right, but any other takes on the NFC game?
I just want to say Cooper Kupp is the greatest wide receiver I think I've ever witnessed. I
OBJ in the Super Bowl. Congrats to
just
OBJ.
know that.
Talk to my man.
I want everybody to.
Y'all
all know Cooper Kupp's been on ever since he's been in the league.
Time out. I got another mini rant. Y'all been getting at me about my man Odell for a few years now. Y'all picked at him when he was down, but that boy is talented, man.
What did he do this game?
He had 100 receiving yards.
Yeah, he had 100 receiving yards.
Almost, he didn't get the touchdown, John. You almost hit on your.
Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't get. I had the 100 yards and a touchdown. That's the only thing I got wrong. But him and Cooper Kupp is a deadly receiver combo because Cooper Kupp is the man and he has the production. But what Odell has is he has that elite talent. And if his production will match, obviously it will look better. But he's an elite, talented receiver.
The point is you can't plan for both of them. You got Cooper Kupp, you got OBJ on the same team.
You put your best. You would have to have two elite corners to play them. That's what I'm saying. Two elite corners. And not many teams have two.
And Cooper cook them.
And the big guy,
yards and 2 touchdowns.
Apple.
And
their fucking their tight end goes down. What's his name? Higbee goes down. This nigga Blanton, this backup tight end, played a fucking awesome game.
Now he cooked too. Yeah, Blanton cooked. He had like a good 60, 70, 80 yards.
Look, I'm all in on the Bengals, and I think this could kind of segue us, right? I think if we're ready into our pick'ems, but it's gonna be hard not to pick.
We're not doing pick'ems
yet. 2 weeks ahead.
Yeah, we're not doing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh,
it's 2 weeks. It's Pro Bowl.
All right, cool. So thank God, because it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to pick against the Rams.
Yeah, Pro Bowl pick'ems.
I don't know if we want to do Pro Bowl pick'ems, but I did want to discuss
AFC always.
The challenges and shit. This year they do have the fastest man contest that they added, so they will be doing it. So it's gonna be a 40-yard dash lineup. It's like per round, two players.
Who's in that? Hold on.
I do not know who in it.
I got you. Keep talking.
Also, they got the new best catch, whereas a QB and a receiver tandem, and they do a catch. Like this, their version of the dunk contest. I'm guessing a creative catch, and they get points for it. They get scored, and who has the best catch? How that's gonna look? I do not know.
You have receivers trying to catch it through their legs, catch it behind the back.
A lot of drop balls.
Again, so you got Patty Mahomes, who does all this funny, wild shit in the game. So maybe he gonna go out there and do some NFL street type shit, and then Tyreek Hill do a backflip and catch the ball. I don't know what their plans are for the best catch, but
it sounds intriguing. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds intriguing.
You got the full list or no?
No, I don't.
All right, so the full list is precision passing. We've seen this before where it's you got to hit the targets. Right. Quarterback 1-on-1. Yep. Thread the needle, which is a 1 minute head-to-head offense versus defense accuracy challenge.
Right.
The best catch, as you mentioned, the fastest man, as you mentioned, and then my favorite competition,
the dodgeball.
The epic dodgeball. Yeah. Fuck, they don't have the matchups yet though.
Fuck. They don't have the matchups yet.
I told you, they're probably still setting that shit.
So everybody say Tyreek Hill. I hope he lose.
Braxton Berrios.
Is he gonna participate? You gotta say they don't gotta participate.
Jets.
I just figured because he ain't playing.
Tyreek is not risking like a hammy or something, and he's fresh. I think he's gonna do it.
I think because there's been so much talk about him racing against other players and him being the fastest. I would think this will be the event that he wants to be a part of, because it's been always. He ain't the fastest. A lot of players calling him out, and they never.
Eli Apple.
Yeah, it's a bunch of them that call him out. Eli playing the Super Bowl, so we're gonna see if Tyreek play in the fastest race, fastest man.
Yeah, that bum dropped the interception that would have ended the game. He's a fucking bum.
What you talking about?
Eli Apple.
Yeah.
Yo, you just jealous that he's playing in the Super Bowl, and
I don't give a fuck about Eli Apple.
Nah, he should have on Saints fans and Giants fans.
How you feel that Eli Apple and Odell is in the Super Bowl, and y'all niggas?
I'm happy for Odell. Eli Apple shouldn't be in the league as far as
word. I mean, he turned his career around. Look,
he's still young and has fresh legs, so that's why. But you give him another 2 years,
and it seems like he's having a decent to solid season for the Bengals.
But Drew gonna kick us off in our next segment. We're gonna go to Guess Who. We're doing a Pro Bowl edition. Best 3 rounds and
hands up, bitches. I know cheating.
A possible tie round.
Look,
if there's a tie.
Here's my phone. I'm putting it.
So. This is a Pro Bowl edition. These are for players selected to this year's Pro Bowl or previously selected to play in a Pro Bowl. All right, Drew.
Okay.
First off, clue is AFC. That's your clue. Number 1.
Remember, you can ask a question. You have 1 mulligan.
Ask a question. Ain't no mulligans. Ain't no fucking mulligans.
Ain't no mulligans in this?
No. That's the
no
number.
mulligans?
That's the numbers. You get the mulligan.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Do they play in the AFC North?
Yes.
Ooh.
Kind of cut it down the whole thing.
Gotta get it down. Okay. All right. Baltimore Ravens.
No, it's question then a guess.
I guess Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens was his guess. You're guessing a player.
You guessing a player.
Oh, player. Okay. All right. Now I'm guessing. All right.
That was a good guess, though. The question was a good question.
Lamar Jackson.
No. John, you next.
All right. The North. Is this player a QB?
No.
No QB. Still makes it hard because still I pick offense, defense. Fuck. Hopefully I ask a good question, but I'm gonna go. I have to make a guess. Random guess. Let's go. Troy Polamalu.
No, sorry, John. No.
Hold on. Time out real quick. This doesn't count as my question. We're talking about this year's Pro Bowl, right?
I said they've been selected to previous or current Pro Bowls.
Okay. Just wanted to know.
All time.
Just wanted to know. Okay.
Kev?
That's all my guys.
How are you?
Is this player a receiver?
No.
Okay. Then I got it. Let's move on. It's Ray Lewis.
No, it's not. All right.
Okay. I got it. Does this player play defense though?
No.
Ooh.
Oh
Damn.
My next guess, if it made it
I
back.
think John, I think you and I are on the same page here. See, if Kev didn't ask Ray Lewis, I would have said, is this player an offensive player? Because you said receiver. So I had to go to defensive player. I'm gonna have to go. Ray Lewis, the most iconic. Fuck. I put myself in a hole here. Ray Lewis, the most iconic. There was two other dudes there. Obviously, I think I have an idea that it is a Raven. I'm not gonna say that it isn't, but it is a Raven.
I think I know who it is, but I just
So
need to
I'm gonna just take a fucking. You said not a receiver. Fuck me. He said not a receiver.
Exactly who it is.
I think I know who it is.
I'm gonna take a guess and say Michael Orr.
Oh, hell no.
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm assuming it's a Raven.
What's the next guess, man?
Hey, Drew, you're back, but make sure you ask a good question. Understand all the questions that we ask. Ask a good ass question.
No, shut up, B.
Clue 2 is roll.
Nigga, you answer with Ravens.
Roll Tide. It's clue number 2. Roll Tide.
Oh, roll tide.
Oh, fuck me. I know who it is now.
Roll Tide. Shit, I don't watch college football, bro.
Everybody know what Roll Tide is, though.
I know Alabama, but I don't know who the fuck is on that.
All right, Roll Tide.
That's the question, Drew. Help me out.
See, yeah, you say, I know, nigga, I know. Shut up. You don't know shit. Ask a question.
Yo, hey.
Could y'all be quiet so Drew can ask his question? Drew, ask your question.
Bro, help me win.
Drew, what's your question?
Okay. Do they play for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yes.
Damn.
All right, now I definitely know. I think. Nope.
Shit, so many Steelers guys.
Shit, I'm still not fucking.
Let's take a guess.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it.
Don't play defense. Remember that. I don't know why I'm helping you.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Nick Saban.
It's not my thing, but I'm still pounding it.
I'm gonna fucking take a stab in the dark. I will be dead ass wrong, but no way. Najee Harris.
Boom, Drew with the point.
There you go.
Okay, hey.
I had it in my pocket. I was waiting. I knew, John. What were you gonna guess, John?
Oh no! Previously, the way it was thing, I thought Dev had Ed Reed as his choice.
Yeah, me too. I agreed with you too. I thought it was Ed Reed.
I
But
thought
when
it
you
was
said no
leaning towards
defense.
A.
And then
I
then what was the next
just
guess?
literally
Oh,
at the
my
last
next
moment
guess-
I said Najee Harris played for Roll Tide.
Once you said the Steelers thing, I was just thinking of overall Steelers.
No, before Steelers, what'd you think?
It was gonna be Ed Reed. My answer was gonna be Ed Reed.
Okay.
Mine was
So
Ed
Drew-
Reed like way before
get
that.
the point.
So I went from Ed Reed to Mark Ingram to Najee once he said Steelers.
I literally thought like, yo.
Well, no,
Najee
Mark
Harris
Ingram was my
played for
second
Roll-
guess.
Alabama.
Ed Reed,
Yeah.
Mark Ingram was my second guess.
Yeah, it was Ed Reed, Mark Ingram, Najee.
Look, I don't want to do this shit all night. I got a lot of different ones. I'm John. You starting this one? I'm gonna do current players only. Current Pro Bowlers only.
Okay.
Currently playing. They made it
Man, we gonna
previously
be
or
on
in the
this shit
playoffs.
all night.
No,
Fuck
y'all
that
not.
shit.
No, y'all not.
Fuck
Okay, John.
that
So
shit.
clue
Wake
one
your
is
asses up.
clue one is NFC, John.
Who wants NFC? Is this player a wide receiver?
Yes.
Justin Jefferson.
No.
Oh my
That's good,
god.
He will be in the
That's
Pro Bowl, but no. Kev, it's on you. Don't be cheating.
Is this player in the West?
Yes.
Ooh, it could be anybody. It could be anybody.
Yeah, literally.
Wes got some heat. Wes got some heat.
Who's in the West?
I think I know.
They got
You got the Cardinals, you got the Seahawks, don't count the Rams,
What's
49ers.
give me an
Why am
answer?
I helping you?
Ask your question. Who's it? What's your answer? What's your guess?
that's Russell Wilson.
It's a wide receiver.
Nigga,
It's a
it's a wide
receiver.
receiver.
Oh, I missed that. All right,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah,
I wasn't
go.
gonna guess it right anyway.
Go.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Give me a second. Did this player play in the playoffs this year?
Yes.
Sorry, narrow it down, bitch. You see how I narrow that shit down?
Yes.
Huh? You see that?
Let's see how you guess.
All right, now it's only one of two. And I would imagine. Fuck. It could be one of two. Well, he was hurt all year. I'm gonna guess Debo.
And with Debo, you got the correct answer.
Yeah, once I said that, I knew it was Debo.
The
Yeah.
clues
Once it
were
was to the west, it was Debo.
Fifth Element. I don't know if y'all would have got that. And Ice Cube.
I seen that movie, Bruce Willis.
Fifth Element.
Yeah,
had-
Debo was in Debo.
Debo was in Fifth Element. Ice Cube. Debo Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Debo Saturday. Okay. Kev, you kicking off this round?
Debo
So-
was in Fifth Element?
Yeah, he was a president. He was the president in Fifth Element. Yeah, he was the president. I watched Fifth Element a lot. One of
Yeah,
my
people
favorite
forget that he was the
I
president.
forgot he was. I guess I gotta rewatch it.
movies. Yeah. So
Great
Kev, you
movie.
kicking it
Yeah,
off.
great movie.
And with a
Wait,
point.
are me and Dev out? Are me and Drew out?
No, y'all both got 1 point. Now, if one of y'all get this one, it's over. But if Kev and Johnny go, then we go.
We'll be here all night.
Kev, first clue, AFC.
Is it the AFC East?
No.
Is it Denzel Mims?
No.
Come on, man. Now you're just throwing it.
All right. Ed,
He wasn't elected.
Definitely.
Ed, it's on you. AFC, clue one.
North, we got the South, West available. Did this player go into the playoffs this year?
Yes.
Yes. All right, so that narrows it down to Justin Herbert. Oh, no. Sorry. I'll pull it back.
I heard Justin Herbert.
I know. I almost said Justin Herbert.
But Justin Herbert didn't make it. He didn't make it to the playoffs. So
I know. I pulled it back.
It's all right. You can go.
Throw out a guess. I'm gonna go. Fuck. You know what? Pass me. That's it. I can't. I need another
Drew.
clue. Pass.
Drew. AFC is the clue.
And he played in the playoffs.
He played in the playoffs.
Oh, he did play in the playoffs.
I forgot Kev's clue.
Does he play on the offense?
Yes.
Where's
Drew get this? He wins.
I'm
not going to get
Oh, mother fuck. I forgot about a whole goddamn team.
What was your clue again? Repeat your clue.
I'm not repeating the shit.
The clue is AFC. You asked your question, now what's your answer?
I don't remember Kev's question. I don't remember Ed's though. Oh, on Drew's shit, because Drew's current.
Ooh.
I don't know. Fuck.
You can pass. I passed. It's okay.
I pass.
All right, John.
I pass. I don't know.
Is this player a white QB?
No.
Me damn near all of them white.
He asked for
not all quarterback is white. Well, actually, who made the play? No.
I think I got this. I think I got it. I think I know exactly who it is.
It's not. He's not a white QB. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Baby goat, Pat Mahomes.
Why would I have that nut ass nigga as one of my?
Okay.
Irony.
All right.
It's me or it's Kev? It's Kev.
No, it's Kev. So clue 2, Kev. A weird clue, but it kind of fits. Clue 2 is Joe Exotic.
Oh my lordy. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Who
yeah. No, I know.
Not who y'all thought. Because I just thought about it.
No. I know. Now he fucked me up because
Joe Exotic is your second clue.
I got an idea though. I got an idea. Let me go.
I didn't think you would go this route.
It's Tyreek.
Yeah, it's Tyreek Hill. There you go.
Yeah.
Joe Exotic,
All
cats,
right.
big
So we're
cats.
here.
So you got everybody got a point except for
So my only problem with that is that I didn't think you were going to go wide receiver. I'm trying to get in your head and it didn't work out, but you did.
You're supposed to ask the questions to clear it out, QB.
The second you said Joe Exotic, I was like, all right, it's a Bengal or it's Tyreek Hill? And I was gonna ask, does he play for the Chiefs? And then I would have said Tyreek Hill.
Well, you're gonna kick off this round, Ed. So
okay.
We have a point for Kev, Ed, and Drew. John, usually leading this shit. John, this ain't your day, bro. All right, first clue. NFC.
Niggas look like Tyrone Bickham.
NFC. This is only playoff teams, right? Like that's not my question, but we're strictly doing playoff teams.
No, I didn't. No, Pro Bowlers.
Pro Bowlers.
Current Pro Bowlers.
Okay, NFC. Offensive or defensive player?
Which is your question? What's your question?
Sorry. Does this player play in the AFC?
No, the clue is
no. I'm sorry. Is this player an offensive player?
Yes.
Offensive player. Okay. NFC offensive player.
I think random off guess. I think I got this one. Hopefully.
Offensive player. I don't know if you're gonna go wide receiver again. But I'm gonna just take a shot and say, because you're biased, Dalvin Cook.
No.
Okay. All right.
Although he'll be there as well, but no. All right, Drew.
That nigga's a problem.
NFC.
Someone just asked the right question if I can confirm if my answer is correct. Please. please.
Does he play for the NFC South?
No.
People made it from the East.
Okay.
I don't know what players are even there. I'm just assuming dudes that were just good this year.
Yeah, I'm like,
No, Dev's not picking offensive linemen. He might pick.
No, I know he's not. Yeah. Is he doing that thing where he's just gonna like fuck with me? And
I think I got the answer for this one.
Receivers.
Yeah, I just didn't give the question.
I think I got the answer for this one.
Come on, Drew, give me a guess.
Shit is easy, man.
Kyler Murray.
Huh? No.
Kyler Murray.
No. Not Kyler. John, you didn't get the clues you wanted, but ask the right question.
Go ahead, John. That's the right question.
I didn't get the thing, so not the NFC South. He plays offense.
Yeah, that Harden step back.
Press the button. Blow everybody up.
Is this player QB?
Yes.
Kirk Cousins.
He's a Pro Bowl?
I don't even know if he's there. No, it's not Kirk Cousins. No Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, because that statistical season, some QBs dropped out due to injuries. They opted out. I'm just Googling the Kirk Cousins thing.
Does this...
Yeah, Russell Wilson and Kirk Cousins was added to the Pro Bowl roster.
Oh, okay.
You said this person is a quarterback.
Oh,
right? That's the question John asked. Yes.
Yeah. Is this player a free agent this year?
I don't even know.
Who is the bad man?
The bad man is the right answer, and Kev takes the win. Bad man is our winner.
Just so you know, I've been writing notes. A-Rod was the first one, then it was Dak.
Crossing people out.
What was this? Wait, come on. What was the second clue?
So the second clue. So the
I didn't get to the question
because it didn't get to me. It didn't come back to me.
It didn't come back to
but
the second clue would have been
does he
Geico.
play in the the South? Does he play offense? Is he a quarterback? And that's what got us to where we are.
The second clue is going to be Geico in regards to insurance. Although he's not with Geico. But
the insurance thing would have definitely, gave it up.
Congratulations for Kev for taking the win. Let's end this episode with, in case you missed it, nobody hit last week. John was close. That's about it. John was close. Nobody else. In case you missed it, bold prediction for the week. John, kick us off. Your bold prediction for the week.
It's not much. There's been a lot of our bold predictions has been heavily based on football.
Yes.
This next football week will be a lax football Pro Bowl game where they don't really get too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna give me 1 second. No. All right, my poll prediction is that NFC wins Pro Bowl game by 3 touchdowns.
Wow, 3 TDs. All right, Kev, bold prediction.
My bold prediction is the Knicks will win 3 straight games.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I heard an NBA prediction.
All right, Knicks win the next 3 games. 3 consecutive games. Got you. Ed, bold prediction.
My bold prediction is that the remaining vacancies for head coaches in the NFL will be filled, and one of them better be filled by either Brian Flores, Todd Bowles, any POC, because that's what we need, some kind of representation in there.
So you're saying all the opening coach position will be filled?
Yeah, and I just wanted to tell you what those teams were, because I know that it's hard for you to keep track of it all. But the Texans need a vacancy. Jaguars still need a coach. Vikings still need a coach.
I thought the Jaguars had a coach.
Still need a coach. Jaguars have a coach?
I think so. Thought they did.
Well, I guess this thing that I just searched is not fucking accurate.
I got you.
Wait, hold on. I'm talking about hired by the Bears, hired by Denver. Hold on, staying with Dallas.
Is Jacksonville having a coach or not going to change?
No, they don't have a coach yet.
Yeah, Jags don't have a coach.
When I seen the notification, it said he was like the person I'm thinking about was the lead candidate for Jacksonville.
Yeah, they don't have a coach.
Right.
Drew. Whole prediction.
All right.
Nobody's rushing you, bro. I'm just calling you next.
No. Hold
okay,
on.
my bold prediction is Deebo Samuels will be the MVP for this All-Star, this All-Pro game. Deebo
Pro Bowl game. Gotcha.
Pro Bowl MVP. Deebo will be Pro Bowl MVP. All right, Drew, your bold prediction.
Tyler Hero, next Miami Heat game, going for a 50-piece.
That's his clip just in a tuck. He just go, I can't think of that. Tyler Hero 50.
Tyler Hero 50?
Nah.
Is that even, look, I know I'm not that well versed in basketball, but is that even plausible?
Yes, it is plausible. Tyler Hero's been good ever since Jimmy Butler's been like down. Tyler Hero's been like the next big star on Miami Heat next to Jimmy Butler.
It's definitely possible. It ain't gonna happen, but it's possible. All right, and that is our bold prediction, and that is our episode.
How you say it's possible, but it's not gonna happen? Like, if
just exactly what I said.
Not even possible. Like, is that even like in the realm of possibility?
Yeah, he just said possible. He just said possible, but he said
it definitely is, but it ain't gonna happen. Episode 42, season 2.
That is an oxymoron.
We are done. Overall 92. That's a possibility that you could beat my ass. That ain't gonna ever happen, but there's a possibility. All right, so same thing. All right, that is our episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
It's a possibility. That means it can happen. Right? Okay. If you say it's never gonna happen and you say it's a possibility, it can happen that I can beat your ass. Like,
it's a possibility, Drew. Yes, but will it happen?
Yeah, but how you gonna say? How you gonna say two things at once? All right, cool.
Because I can't.
It's an oxymoron, bro.
Anyway,
just like I said, it's an oxymoron.
Thank you for watching.
You know what else is an oxymoron? Cut the oxy, and I'm looking at you, Drew.
Okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.
So you always go agree with him.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good shit. Listen, all that shit. Thank you guys. Drew, thank you for being here. Kev, thank you for being here. John, thank you for being here. Ed, thank you for being here. Devin, thank you for making this shit. What it is nothing without you. If it wasn't for you, these motherfuckers would have no place in life. But I'm just talking to myself for a second. I'm just playing. But like always, Ed,
we out.
You claim me the illest. You don't believe in yourself, to forget it. You gotta put yourself up in position. Ice skating on thin ice, and my ice skate's been in the kitchen. How can you tell me to pick a religion? I'm 24 and I'm broke as a bitch, but I'm a millionaire rich in the spirit. Yeah, hoping you get my plight.